gentlemen, welcome back. It has been a wee while since we've been on the streams. Good to have your company. Port Adelaide, Sydney. Let's hope it's not a 100-point margin this time. But, yeah, good to have everybody in the stream this afternoon. Port versus Sydney. It's a side we haven't beaten at the Adelaide Oval in 10 years. It's not really a happy hunting ground for us. And this is a Port Adelaide side now starting to up their form. Just turn this light on. Port last two games they've won, and they've won in pretty good fashion. So they're starting now to play with a bit of confidence. And how will we go after the bye? After the bye, we're generally a bit fairly ordinary, but let's hope we can make this a contest. And let's be real here, this is probably the strongest side we're going to be fielding this season. So, I mean, surely there's a chance we can genuinely win this game. And both teams have been quite enigmas this season with how they've gone at it. Port have had some massive losses, so have we. 11th versus 13th. Port, I'd say, if they win this and they've got the Blues, and geez, how about the Blues, eh? Yikes, North, very good win. They should have won by a lot more. If they win this, let's say Port, they could have 4 wins on the trot if they beat the Blues next week. But I don't know how to feel this game. It's a side we just cannot beat at their venue. But I like the signs against the Tigers. There was a bit more confidence in our ball movement, a bit more drive. It's at the expense of a pretty young and hapless Richmond team. So Port, they're going to bring the heat. They're going to bring the pressure. And their win against the D's last week was great. At either end of the ground, they dominated and they put quite a bit of speed on their ball movement, used the corridor quite a bit, so we've got to watch out. We've been pretty horrific this season at times defending transitions, so hey, it's the strongest team, as we say, again, we've fielded in quite some time. Errol Gulden's back, which is just huge. Might not be the year of success, but it's just good to see him back in the team. And so is Tommy Papley. I think a bit more pressure on Paps to perform. Our small forwards have just really struggled this season. Cleary's not in the team. Corey Warner's out for him, so we need something up the ground. A bit of contest wins when the ball hits ground level from marking contests, because we've just been shit when we go long down the line. Lloyd dominated in the VFL. And how about the twos? Christ, we're down by 44 points, and then we have an almighty comeback and win by 6 points. Lloyd almost had 40 touches. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 I think he'll get a debut before the end of the year. He looks bloody quality. He kicked a few nice goals, so yeah, there's a lot to like from the twos, and just thank goodness, because that's our second win for the season. It's been awful watching us for the most part in the VFL. Roberts back from illness, Gordon, Papley, and then also Amati. Forgot about him too. So looking like we'll go with the 3-tall setup with Francis, Amati, and also McLean, which leaves Bice the sub, which I like. I thought he looked a lot better on the wing against the Tigers, but I think him as a sub, as that impact player, he seems like a pretty justified decision. As for Port, well, here you go. No Adelaide, no Wines. Adelaide absolutely kills us every single time we play Port. So these are some key outs for Port. Meanwhile, for us, probably the strongest team we fielded this season. I mean, surely we can find a way to win this game. I'm just sick of losing to Port at the Adelaide Oval. And we lose horrifically against them. I think the last time was a close loss was that 2021 game where we honestly could have won. Buddy, I remember, turned the game on its head. And then I think 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐿 𝐿. Oh, God, that was a rough loss. But hopefully everybody's going well. I was meant to start a bit earlier, but I forgot. I usually start 15 minutes before these Swans games, but I did it for 10. So we're right into the thick of it here, ladies and gentlemen. Good to have your company, everybody. I was sort of busy last night, so I couldn't really stream the Cats game. Good thing I didn't, because there's no point. Brisbane, very good. And yeah, so are North. I think they were due for this. So I didn't have the guts to tip North, though, even though I feel like they could really win. And here we go. Oh, Paps into Rosie. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor, Scott, Anthony. Hopefully going well, Vinny, by the way, mate. Good luck today. Yeah, sorry about your Blues, mate. Looking like it's going to be 2 crap seasons for both our respective teams. But come on, this is the strongest team we fielded this year. Surely the boys watch the VFL lads with a historic comeback. Can we finally beat Port at the Adelaide Oval for the first time in over a decade? Probably not. We'll get belted. We're underway at the Adelaide Oval. First clearance, Grundy. Got to get the hands a bit better there. Heaney, Roberts. So he is on the wing, Matty Roberts. There has been a bit of talk on could he start on the wing. I don't mind it. He's a fairly versatile player. And I think Mills probably starts half back. That's fair enough. Bergman, crunch there. And ball up here. So let's hope we really bring the pressure from minute 1. So Bergman and Heaney, geez, this is a bloody hot start. Butters crashing through. Can't get the hands out. Roberts did well. Has a bit of time. Gets the kick inside 50, just to the mouth of goal. No one there in particular. Good pressure there from 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼. Should result in a goal. 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻𝐸 gets the goal. Beautiful stuff. Hey, that's great pressure from Hayden McLean. He's been awful at ground level this season and also fairly ordinary in the air. But that's good stuff from Doss. Applied the heat and 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐼 and a quick goal from 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸 out the back. Good start. Okay, well, let's see this again. So Roberts with a kick inside 50 wasn't great, but at least into space for, well, McLean to go and chase. 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐼, we've got to watch out. Noah Lair, but this bloke can dominate in the air. He was probably one of Port's best players. And good start. He has to be hitting that hand pass there, 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐼, but good pressure. Tips hitting by 5 points. Fair enough. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, mate, this is a horrific venue for us, so I just didn't have the confidence. P-Roos had a good record in Adelaide. Oh, back when he was a coach, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Bit before my time, but... yeah, no, we're usually quite decent at the Adelaide Oval. It's not an awful ground for us. It's just Port. We're shocking against Port Adelaide Oval. Crows are a bit better. Grundy gets clearance, and geez, he's been good the last few weeks. Jace Burgoyne now. Hands it over the top. Works nicely here. Drew around the corner. High ball. Should be all Blakey, and it is. So, yeah, I don't mind this move from Roberts onto the wing. There's been talk about it within the Swans sanctum. Oh, geez, that's a shit turnover there from Blakey. But it allows Mills to probably start at half back. And Horne-Francis on the loose. Oh, geez, we can't let this lad dominate. Jason Horne-Francis now. Oh, so 𝐓𝐿𝐼's going to get the job on him. Hopefully he can go well. He's been able to shut up some good forwards in the past. So, hopefully he can limit Horne-Francis. Yeah, I've been seeing those replays of Horne-Francis and videos. Like, geez, his shot looks ordinary. Butters now. Guy keeping quiet. Drew, good hands to Bergman. Wow. Not a bad effort. That should be paid a mark. Yeah, score review it is. Okay, that replay is going to show us. I think, yeah, that's a mark. Yep, that's a mark. I think you can tell from that angle. Yep. Good stuff, Matty Roberts. So Roberts now out of the 50. And Marty at ground level couldn't get it. Mills just hacks on the shoe. Good to see Mills back out there. High ball up. Let's compete. Oh, 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸. What a fly. Jeez, he's been good, Justin 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸. Gives the hands now to Mills, I think that was. It's a bit sunny out there, so I can't really see. Oh, Vicentini drops his marbles. Backing up, though, is 𝐸𝐿𝐼. Fumble there from Jackson Mead. Being one of Port Adelaide's whipping boys. And there's Gordon. Oh, geez, it's great to see him out there. He'll get his first touch up and coming. Surely, Rowbottom. Give the hands to Errol. Here's his chance. Gordon now. Don't tell me he's hurt himself again. I'm joking. Anyway, we'll take it inside 50 here. So, 𝐓𝐿𝐼 on the bench, just like he was against the Tigers 2 weeks ago. Kenny, there he is. There's the... What's he thinking? Going the pair. Not pretty going. That's not very nice, my friend. Hopefully going well, 𝐓𝐿𝐼. Hands, Robon. Could have been a bit better there. Amadi now. Dishes it back here. Jeez, they need a fixed exposure. Oh, here we go, Heaney. 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸's had a good start. Okay, Isaac, can he go here? Get our second. Kicks on its way. Tremendous. Love his. I know he's missed. Went in the early, cool. Any chance for Pair to get in the finals if we lose here? I don't think so. This is a game you got to win, though, because you got the Blues next week. To be fair, you lost against the Blues at home last year, but yeah, now this is a big game for them. I think we're probably a bridge too far, but just want to see good performance. Bang, McInerney. Jeez, he's been good so far on Rosie. Oh, on the ball. Thank you very much. Good call, ump. I mean, is that a good call? I don't know. I thought he kicked it too. Yeah, no, I thought he did. Golden Pie was fairly still, so okay, it'd be all right. Yeah, McInerney started really well here. I know people don't like his kicking, but geez, he just attacks contest well, and there you go. He turns it over. But it was the right idea. It was to a lead, just couldn't hit the target. Jace Burgoyne intercepts. Oh, geez, that's out the full. Oh, you bloody bastard. I guess since Carlton's shot again this year, we'll cheer the doggies up and down. Yeah, fair enough, Scott, mate. Yeah, rough loss, and geez, you hate seeing that vision. I mean, people really laugh at it, but just those young kids crying in the crowd, you don't like seeing that. If it's like a 40-year-old man, then fair enough. Heaney, quick kick. All right, another ball in. Hit down Vicentini. Impossible. Clearing kick now from Jackson Mead. Well read from Goulden. Couldn't take it overhead though. Nice from Liz. Gets the rebound. Inside 50. Kick's not great, but it'll land short here. Tricky one for 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐼. Breaks a tackle. Probably high fend off and holding the ball. Yeah, holding the ball. Yeah, not really much Marty could have done there. Tried to break the tackle. That was Mini Vinny crying in the stands. Yeah, no. Nearly 60. Crying. Oh, jeez. Yeah, rough loss. I'm assuming Perry, Tommy... Pommy and Terry alive at the minute with fan cams. McCartan overhead. Oh, a bit weak there. Okay. I think he can go well today, Tommy 𝐴𝐿𝐼. Of course, off the back of 7. Could have been 10 last week. But he's been really good on his direct opponent, Tommy McCartan, since really he's moved down permanently and back into defence. 𝐴𝐿𝐼 down the line for 𝐵𝐿𝐼. Dominated against us last time out. Blakey comes crashing through. That's a throw. Papley. Goulden did well to bring the ground. Great gather. Goulden plays for the high. Just gets the hands out, but it's holding the ball. Anyway, Port take advantage. Butters inboard here to Bergman. Not a great hand pass. Hayward. Good attack on the pill. Heaney now has a bit of time. Rowbottom. Hands could have been better. Sheldrick on field now. Blanky gets the hands out. Campbell. Geez, it's a hot start for both teams. Yeah, that could have been on the ball. He just got tackled, for Christ's sake. And he literally had his hand held, so he really couldn't have done anything to get that kick out. Grundy now. Good hands from Richards now here to Burton. Dishes over the top into space here. Good crunch from there. Cunningham. And now Port can build through Butters and gives the hands now. Geez, I can't tell who the players are. The sun's shining too much. They work their hands nicely here, Port. Inside 50. Short kick. They find Richards. Are they going to go over the top? No, they're not. I mean, Christ, look at that mismatch. Why doesn't Richards just go deep to Sweet? It's literally Sheldrick on Jordan Sweet. They should have just popped it up to him. My God. Got away with 2 to 3 throws. Yeah, no, who was it? Was it Blakey's throw to Papley? That was a clear throw, to be honest. Well, chance for Port to kick their first. We've defended fairly well so far. We've definitely brought the heat early on here, locking in our forward half for the most part. Can he goal here, Richards, the former Pie? This is going to swing back, but not enough. To the top of the square. Grundy's gone for a forward spore. That's a bit awkward, but there we go. We have the tacklers. Umpire's ball. Geelong, Collingwood versus Adelaide. Yeah, look, they could be up there. I'd like to see it. It's just a change of teams, really. Rowbottom. Cunningham. Mead. Rioli. Jeez, how do we let Rioli get a kick away there? Christ. Minus score, though, for Port. Score pin or over. Oh, sorry, mate. Forgot I had a point. There we go. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 to kick it back into play. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 down the spine, and 𝗏𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 competes 𝐿𝐼 lovely rove, and just hacks the shoe on it. Deep kick here to Francis. Surely that's front on. Yeah, clearly didn't allow him to jump for it. Free here to Francis. Now I've got runners here. 𝐿𝐼. How's the kick? Splendid. Finds Hayward. Robert's an option, but I think Hayward might have the distance here. But look, we've started well here. I mean, geez, when you see 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, 𝐿𝐼, a few plays back in, you just... This is, as we say again, this is the strongest team we've fielded in a while. I expect a good performance here, or at least a close one this afternoon. Come on, Will, let's go here. I don't usually listen much to the commentating when I stream, to be honest, Kai. I do little bits here and there. Can he goal here, Will Hayward? Set shots have been fairly okay this season, but this one will be across the face and actually land short, but then rush through. Actually might have fallen off a Sydney boot, to be fair. Might not be rushed. The run from the wingers, totally different compared to Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd has just really slowed us down. But yeah, no, I thought Roberts would go back in defence, but I think you called it to be, awkward turnover. 𝐿𝐼 hands, Campbell just couldn't get it to a runner. But yeah, I thought Matty Roberts wouldn't go to the wing, to be honest. But I thought maybe Mills would be pushing in there and then a bit into the midfield. But that's definitely fair enough. I think Mills at halfback you can't go wrong with. And Roberts is versatile too, you know. Here's his chance. He's a bit high up the ground could really help him, I feel. Because yeah, you know, he can hunt for the ball and he can find it. Okay, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 now. Taking the tackle umpire's ball. Yeah, exactly right. He was a mid forward, if I remember. And yeah, I still remember like our recruitment staff kept an eye on him since under 16, so we've watched him for a while. Butters crashing through. Can't let this man dominate. Jones now here to Moraes, the running man. Bit of a shallow entry, but it could work well for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Both plays fall over. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, really good half volley. That's important for your role plays. Chad Warner now under the pump, gives the hands to 𝐻𝐿𝐼. And hit as he was kicked, so that can't be deliberate. Yeah. Hit as he kicked. Why on earth are the crowd booing? That is clearly hit as he was kicked. Just some cheese and crackers, lads. I'm my last one, so I won't be too noisy. Yeah, exactly right, Mel. Grundy gets the clearance. Good gather from Francis. Taps it back up. 𝐿𝐼. That's a clever punch. Oh, he's got to be cleaner there, Campbell. But did well. Did very well. Gives the hands now to Chad. No one within the goal square. Just dubs it. He had a bit of time there, Chad. But fair enough. He went for goal. Unlucky. Sin now the kicking. Oh. Yeah, tunnel there. Look, good hunt there from Francis, but clearly below the knees. Hope you go well, the legend. Welcome, mates. Yeah, so 20 minutes on the countdown clock, but the clock stops when like the ball goes out or there's a stop and play. So it's usually roughly around 30 minutes on the count up clock, which I've got on the scoreboard down here. So roughly that. On Francis now. Goes over the top and finds Chase Burgoyne. So Port, bit of a stagnant start here. They just can't really get the ball in their forward half too much. Been a bit mistake prone, but this man over here's always good. Miles Bergman plays on now and finds an option. So Port off the spread here, gives it hands. Jackson Mead. It's a good kick for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Does he want to find 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼? He does. Had the separation there on McCartan. Probably a few wasted opportunities for us. So here's Port to get there first with lesser opportunity. Can 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, can he kick this? It won't. And sneaks in for, yep, on a skill. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, lads. Haven't already. Saturday afternoon football, nothing better. Callum Mills to bring it back into play. And he's got a loan option here of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. It's actually interesting with 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Like, I feel like his last few weeks, numbers-wise, he's actually probably up there for a career best year. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 now on the guts. Very good against the Tigers last week, 𝐷𝐿𝐼. Low kick, that will find Hayward. Gives the hands now to Jordan. Back here to 𝐷𝐿𝐼. On his left shoe. No, don't put that in the full. It's going to land just inside. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 brings it to ground. And ball in. Good thing the Swans have no accuracy. Yeah, I mean, hey, Port isn't much better at times, mate. Cheeky little jab, mate. You get a jab back. No, I mean, Port on the day can be very good, and so can we, but yeah, no, there has been times where Port's goalkeeping has been shot. And yeah, like Geordie Artis could have had 10 last week. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 very good in the guts there. Gets the hands to Jordan out of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Just ran out of tarmac. Jordan kick smothered. Good pressure there from Drew. Off the turnover. Butters goes now. Prancing through to Horn Francis. What can the Horny do? Wrap him up. We can just never able to tackle Horn Francis. It's like Petrarca. Anyway, geez, they've got loose options here as runners. Drew inside 52. The second game, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 with the leg sleeve. It's a very good, very interesting story why he has this. Yeah, nasty infection in his leg. Well, at least the Swans, yeah, nah, exactly right. Yeah, both teams are quite enigmas this season, I think. Gives the hands to Rosie. Okay, Horn Francis. Now, this is where he was very good last week, Horn Francis. He had a great game, but Christ, the amount of times he was alone in the forward 50 against the D's was baffling, to be honest. So we just got to keep accountable on him. Anyway, deep kick here from Rays. McLean back with the flight, sport through. So yeah, Jordan Sweet going with the 2 rucks. That was mostly to combat with Gawn, but Sweet's down there because of probably a few inconsistent key forwards for Port. I mean, Finlayson's a sub, but Lord can't get it in the team. So yeah, a bit of a full forward ruck role for Jordan Sweet, and we'll be doing the hit out work here against McLean. Full 50 stoppage here for Port. Grabs out of the ruck. Gulden, good hunt. Gets the clearing kick. All right, another ball in, gain some territory. Hornet should not be playing today. Yeah, I saw that video. Like, he was holding his arm like this. It was like, didn't look great. He was sort of like holding it a bit awkwardly when I was doing those ball drills at training. It was like, Jesus Christ. Don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Ball in here. Jordan Sweet gets the hit out. Only as far as 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Back now to Gulden. And who can he find here? Oh, clever. Jeez, he started well, Errol, as expected. Just ball at ground level. Whenever it's in his vicinity, he's just clean. This is what we struggle with this year. A lot of fumbles. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 on board. All right, good stuff, Francis, on a short lead. Chad Warner, snapping shot. Oh, Campbell could mark that. Christ. 1 goal 4 now. It's bit of the norm, really, inside 50. But hey, look, I think behind the arc, we're really winning the ball back in some good spots here. It's starting to move it a bit better. 5-9 inside 50s too. Port can be a pretty high inside 50 team. 1 goal 4 now. It's the first time I've seen you tip another team. And it's, oh, Christ, man, I've tipped against us quite often this year, to be honest. And yeah, as I say again, a shit record we have against Port at the Adelaide Ovals. So lack of confidence, really. Liddy intercept mark. Not a great kick from Gulden. Non-preferred, to be fair. Butters now. He's had a good start. Down the line, Butters. Not a great kick. It's going to land short of McLean, though. Good pick up there from Farrell. 𝐷𝐿𝐼, a good tackle now. Ball spills out. Mead. Liddy. Advantage. Okay, that's it. Oh, geez. Both Port players running each other. What's 𝐻𝐿𝐼 doing there? Anyway, here's a chance off the turnover. Got numbers here over the top. Braden Campbell, a bit more forward today. Well, I'm sensing he's playing a bit more deeper forward. Roberts now. Into 𝐓𝐡𝐞. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 out across the Mills. Grundy did well. Meeting the sandwich, but was able to keep the ball in his advantage. Kick inside 50 now. Come on, Paps. Come on, Joel. Overhead. Yep, too strong there against Josh Sin. Come on, let's kick a goal here, for Christ's sake. I think we've been pretty dominant this first quarter. Good start. Can we see an Amati party? As Dwayne Russell would say, or as many people would say. Come on, Joel. He's missed. Oh. Clearing kick now from Burton. Bergman overhead, couldn't take it. Usually better there. Heaney just carried over. Good stuff. Sorry about that, lads. I was just focusing on something. Now back to the game. Anyway, Mills. Now to Rampy. Mills looking good in defence so far. Papley now back here. So, yeah, this has been a great start defensively. We're just winning the ball back constantly in midfield and locking in our forward half well. McCartan. The Mills. No Marty Party. Oh, no Marty Party yet, no. He probably could dark horse. Who knows? Grundy since by... Yeah, no, he has been. He's starting fairly well. And Freddie Heaney here. Finally have our lockdown defenders back in. Yeah, that's definitely true. Cunningham's just so important for us. So just his presence back in the team helps. Anyway, Heaney now. Gives the hands to Sheldrick. Gets the kick inside 50. It's a bit shallow, but we have the numbers here. Rowbottom wins it. Gives the hands to Papley. Fucking missed. Fallen short. You know, when Papley gets a shot and goal, you got to get up and about a bit. All right, 3:46 to play here. Port yet to get a goal. It's been a bit of a scrappy first term, I guess you can say. Inboard now here to Rosie. Rosie now to Bergman. Bergman here. So yeah, this was a similar start to last week, Port Adelaide. They had a slow start against Melbourne. Got beat easily around the ball. Where I don't think that's necessarily the case this week. I think it's just more around our defensive efforts. That's a good mark there from Chad. How about that? Back with the flight. We're just locking the ball here nicely in our forward half. Port really struggling to have the skill to really outdo our defence in the minute. Deep kick now. Who's at ground level? Oh, fumbles here from Bergman. Jordan tackle. Umpire's ball. Kenny with the headset on. Have we got one of the images of him? No. Ah, bloody hell. We don't have it. Golden. Kick smothered. Ball in. Joe McBog in the moment. Yeah, no. I just love his attack on the footy, eh? Like, I know he's an ordinary kick, but he just hunts. That tackle on Rosie wasn't ball, though. Like, I don't like those being called. They're pretty bad calls. But yeah, no, he's playing with good intensity early on here. And so where's a team that's going to be a block against Grundy. So Vicentini's still doing most of the rucking here, whilst Sweet is playing a forward role, as we said earlier. That's just a kick effective for Burton. All right, come on, let's not concede here before quarter time. Liddy now. Yeah, a bit in midfield. Liddy is playing a bit more in the corridor. Thought he was decent on debut last week. Like that leg sleeve too, it's cool. Kick's not great though. McLean, 𝐴𝐵 credit, got there late, but we had the numbers to turn it over. Mills, beautiful kick. Heaney, no. Adbon just had to land short. I thought it was going to land short for Amati there, but he went for the deeper option of Heaney. Look, we could be up by, honestly, 30 points. This has been an absolutely dominant start. But I'm not really surprised, to be honest, given we're not even up by at least 2 goals. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but come on. Let's get a goal here. Grundy. Can't quite get it out effectively. Radicalea. Butters. Let's remember, the first goal came, that's going to be picked off from Mills. Good stuff there. This is where he's good, Mills. Reads it nice, okay. Options here. He can go for goal. Callum Mills for our second. Oh, for God's sake. 1 goal, fucking 6. Oh, God. One goal, fucking 6. Rosie to bring into play. Oh, that's a good kick. Oh, Gordon almost got that mark. All right. Liddy. Yep, good hands. They're out here. Burgoyne. Drew. Over the top to Burgoyne. Oh, that's a shit kick. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐿. Yep, that's all his. Okay. Yeah, Port's ball skills really look ordinary so far. Warner. To Grundy. To Chad. Yeah, come on. You've got the speed over Dante. Yeah, there you go. Hits it out wide to Braden. Yeah, that's exactly like 𝐓𝐴 𝐼𝐿𝐼, mate. Hayward now. McLean couldn't quite get it. Ball in. Keeps on keeping on. Dwayne Russell, it says. Race. Just a bit of a dump kick. Oh, don't let him get goal side. Yeah, well done there, Wicks. Just backing up. Covering the gaps. Almost overhead there from Campbell. Rosie. 25 seconds. Just out wide here to Sin. It's a clever ball. Don't think that can be 50. He just marked it. To be fair, didn't even really mark it. Drew now. Deep kick here. Can they get a mark? Almost. Gordon. Bit of a hack kick out of there. Well, good start. Good start. Could be up by more, but overall, pretty pleased with that first term. Yeah, we've really swallowed Port Adelaide's ball movement here early on. And geez, we're looking just so much more solidified with these ins, and just looking at that back six with this, just that level of confidence when the ball's coming into our defensive half. Yeah, we've mopped up well. Port have been a bit ugly with their skills, but look, we're tackling well. Brought the pressure. Contested ball plus 10, so win on in the source, no doubt. We actually have less clangers than our opponent. How about that, eh? That's not really been the norm this season. But yeah, pretty up with that start. Could be better with the goal-kicking face of things, and we've been pretty wasteful, but look, there's a bit to like. This looks like the team we are from last year. We look so clean except the finishing. Yeah, no, we're looking really good at ground level, I'm finding. Gordon's been key to that. He's been a bit hit and miss with some disposals, but yeah, I mean, all 7 touches have been kicks, so there you go. Swans should be way ahead. I hope we improve our accuracy. Yeah, can't disagree. Can't disagree with that, to be honest. Let's have a look at the numbers for quarter time. Let's just mute these ads. Yeah, see, our 15 to 17 inside 50s. Porto can be a pretty high inside 50 team, so no, that's a good sign. We're really swallowing and absorbing, stifling. I think that ball movement for the most part. They've been able to get out the back here or there, but look, they've kicked 0 goals too. They've had some gettable chances from those 2 shots at goal. Winning the clearances by 2, they are Port. But yeah, plus 11 in the contested ball. That's always pretty handy. Have a look at some players. Look at the tackles. I'd like to see those tackles up a bit, but at least we're looking. Our hunt's looking pretty good though. 16 to 11 Port's way. But 4 tackles inside 50 to 1. And of course, one of those tackles came from McLean, which led to the only goal of this game. There's only been 1 goal in this quarter. How about that? Play stats. Highest disposal getter is Butters with 11 touches, so hopefully we can clamp him down a bit. Mills has started really well, 10 touches. Yeah, no, it's just classic Callum Mills at half-back. He reads it well. That intercept mark of his was nice. Looking clean, distributing it out defence. Chad Warner with 9, McInerney with 9, Gordon with 8, Burgoyne with 9. Clearance led at 3 with Butters, 2 to Vicentini, Mead and Grundy with 2 each as well. Metres gain leaders, Mills with 273, Gordon 237. Intercept possessions, 3 for Blakey. Score involvements, Callum Mills with 3. McInerney and Gordon with 3. So yeah, �絵𝐿𝐼, I think, has probably been one of the best on so far this game. Yeah, I tell you what, he is having like a very under-the-radar season. I know we aren't a successful team this year, but I think he'd be given a bit more flowers if we were up there this year. I think this has always been McInerney with his kicking. Like, he can have some shockers, but he's just around the ground. He hunts well. And yeah, 4 contested for him. The 8 touches. He's had a really good start. Port on demand, hard to see them win. Sydney had this problem early in the season. Yeah, that is true. No 𝐼𝐿𝐼, no Wines. Those are big outs. So I really expect we win. But again, I just don't have the confidence in us to back us in. But no, so far so good. Sydney's extra run is 𝐼𝐿𝐼 can barely early compared to this year. Yeah, and it started with that Tigers game. Like, our run and gun was really good with that back 6 we had. I think Gordon's had a really good start. Just clean. You know, in ground level, at ground level, sorry, he's just rarely fumbled so far. There's 7 touches, and yeah, he's just mopping up well nicely on the outside. Blakey started well. He's a bit more loose, I'm finding. 5 touches for him. 𝐓𝐿𝐼, decent start, 6 touches and 2 tackles. He's looked good on the inside. And yeah, Grundy again, a pretty good start. 7 hit-outs to 5 for Vicentini and also Sweet. Poor either come back far and play like this for the rest of the game. Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro. They're a bit slow against the Ds, so yeah, they need a bit of a response. I think that their foot skills have looked fairly ordinary so far. A few unforced errors, and yeah, just aren't really able to get much of their run and gun game going like we saw against the Ds last week. They were picking apart the Ds all afternoon long, especially as the game grew on. And I think we're tightening their screws a bit better. But again, 1 goal 6 is could be better. Like, Christ almighty. Gordon's had a better start than expected for 5 months off. To be honest, I was expecting a good game from Gordon. He's just he's built different, man. I know people have thought, let's bring him in the VFL, but I think, mathematically our season's still alive. We just can't be doing that to players like 𝐼𝐿𝐼. And obviously he's trained really well to be given the green light to play, so... so far, so good, though, for us. But, yeah, this goal kicking could be a tad bit better. A good start here. Okay, well, better get underway for this second term. Grundy hit out to himself almost. 𝐓𝐿𝐼, a good gather, gets a little hat kick forward. And picked off here from Butters. Good chase from Jordan, but it's just quick, Butters. Hands to Rosie, now back here to Burton, inside 50. Good sport from Cunners. 𝐵𝐿𝐼 now at ground level. Dishes the hands over the top to Burn-Jones. That's a good kick. Jeez, we cannot let this man on his own. Christ almighty. Like, why on earth are we just letting this man in space? Right, well, can Butters get Port Adelaide's first goal and get this under a fucking kick? My God. Yeah, no, he is a gun. No, I love watching him play. One of my more favourite non-Swans, but it's not really great seeing him play well as a playing us. And there you go. Port get there first, and that could be the fire starter for them. Yeah, I mean, quite simply, how on earth do you let a player like Butters just in his lonesome like that? Well, predictability at its finest, really. All of a sudden, it's 4 points. Epic. But, yeah, no, they just had loose options there. We got sucked into the ball a bit there. It was a good sport from Cunningham, just no one there to get the possession off him. Yeah, a bit of a lesson there. Just found a bit of space inside 50. But it's a very good start to this game. Well, back in the middle. Sydney by 4. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 clean. Have to get the hands out a bit better there to 𝐸𝐿𝐷𝐿, though. 𝐸𝐚𝐭𝐞𝐬 almost overruns it. Overusing here a bit. And yeah, good stuff from Mills. Just look at that. Good composure to 𝐸𝐿𝐷𝐿, to 𝐓𝐡𝐞, to 𝗏𝐴𝐾𝐜. Not a really smart hand pass there. Had a defender on him. Jordan, good tackle. Turnover. Mills, good hands. Gives it now. 𝗏𝐴𝐾𝐜 in. A lot of amount of space. And there we go. We got a goal. I was trying to think what I was going to say after that. Hence the pause. But we got it out in the end. There we go. That was great for Mills. Like, just great. No, that's beautiful. Beautiful. You know, this is why I've always said this with Mills. He's key to starting our attacks. Just clean, composed hands there. Like he just took the extra 2 seconds instead of just hacking a hand pass. And it worked nicely. He got that 2 in that sequence and we're going to go. 𝐼𝐻𝐷𝐻's kick smothered. Horne-Francis, bit of a quiet start. But yeah, of course, does have that injury. Row bottom extracts out really nicely. And there's Mills again to 𝐸𝐿𝐷𝐿. Out across to Matty Roberts. So Roberts now. Jordan Sweet now. Corridor kick. Butters. And yeah, there you go. Does that quick little play on. Rosie gets the 1-2. And inside 50. 𝐕𝐸𝐶𝐼𝐞 almost. Georgiadis off hands. They got the loose out the back. That's a good tackle from Mac. Horne-Francis, though, finds a bit of space and he dribbles it home. Geez, we're letting these gun players just in a bit of space here. There's a good effort there from McCartan to get the defensive act in there, but... Ah, damn. That fucking Butters again. Christ almighty. Makes you want to pull your hair out, this man. Absolutely dominating us. Ah, bloody hell. Mills gets caught up in McCartan's tackle there a little bit. Well, good stuff on Francis. At least is in my super coach team, so I'll take that. But at the same time, just bugger off, please. Oh, God. Back to 4 points. It's just infuriating. Like, this man, it took the piss against us back in round 4 or whatever it was. And we just haven't put any attention into him. It's like, fucking hell. Mills to Roberts. Bit of a wobbly kick. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Toe poke, that could be clever. Got numbers here on the outside. Grundy's hands could have been a bit better. Sin, good hands here to Sweet. Good attack on the footy there from Cunningham. Roberts under the pump. Yeah, that's a hospital hand pass from Matty, to be fair. Who did he have? 𝐼𝐻𝐷𝐿, bit of a fumble. Oh, geez, good there. No, that was decent there from 𝐸𝐿𝐷𝐿, but the ball still spills here for Port. 𝐼𝐻𝐷𝐿 inside 50. Ah, 𝐕𝐸𝐶𝐼𝐞, good mark. See, 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐻 thought that get over the back. And Dante can, well, unsurprisingly, put Port Adelaide in front here. But can he kick it? No, he can't, yeah. Bit of a ruckman kick there. It was a tough angle. All right, well, last 2 minutes hasn't really been great, to be honest. I know we can just keep on saying, oh, it was an inaccurate goal kicking, but Port are now starting to get a few repeat entries their way. Butters short the Mills, not 15. Gives it back here to Blakey. Oh, Butters, sorry. Blakey, sorry. Did I say Butters? Blakey now down the spine. Kick's not really great. Hayward has to go. Sin. That's very well done. Gained some metres. And now the kick. Blakey's going to get there. Good spoil. Ball in. Lizard must have missed at least... Yeah, no, exactly right, Kai. It was a bit of a hold your breath moment with that goal from Blakey. Yeah, geez. Speaking of it, when he played Port, Christ, he just couldn't get a goal to save his life. Mills already has 15 touches. Yeah, he's racking up in the back half of the minute. But I wouldn't say they're being junk possessions. He's looking really influential. Heaney now gets the clearance. Looking fairly clean out there, Heaney, so far on the inside. Anyway, Bergman under the pump here, Chad. Can't quite get there. Okay, good pressure from Francis. Campbell now can attack this one. Yeah, nice little topo. That's great from Campbell. Couldn't quite get it out to a teammate, though. Good pressure again. That was from Papley, but they still get it out here, Port, through Kane, Farrell, Grundy front position. Drew. He dove on that, Grundy. Get it out. Oh, get the fucking ball out. My God. Why didn't he just rip it out there again? Oh, all right. Sweet now. Oh, turnover. Roberts, good spoil. Ah, no. Actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry. It almost did. Anyway, 𝐓𝐿𝐷RICK. Christ. Poor Matty Roberts. He's been copping these hospital handballs the last few minutes. Yeah, no, it was a clear dive from Grundy on them. Off we go, 𝐬𝐿𝐷RICK. Drum fan, welcome, mate. Yeah, very sad, Lockie, mate. I mean, geez, what an absolute gun he was. Yeah, I think underrated in terms of the all-time defenders of this century. Quite literally, an absolute star. Shame about the injuries. Francis, good grab. And that was great from Heaney again. Another nice kick. And that started with 𝐵𝐶𝐶𝐿𝐷RICK, good on the inside. Francis' kick. Oh, geez, Amani in all alone. All alone here, Joel. Last time he was at the Adelaide Oval, of course, Amani did kick. Actually, no, it wasn't. Last time we were at the Adelaide Oval, we fucking lost by 112 points. Well, this... Not the last game, but the game before. 9 goals for Joel. But great stuff there from the stoppage. Clean hands from 𝐓𝐿𝐷RICK. Heaney, good kick to Francis, presented well. This is what Francis does well. He presents quite decently, and he's quite a genuinely fairly good player in the air. Anyway, can he go here, Joel, after a very gettable miss? Gettable shot last time in that first quarter, but that's not even going to be a bloody point. These missed opportunities starting to build up. It's actually going to be a point, I think. Looks like he grabbed it just when it passed the line. Might be wrong. Oh, no, yeah, no, that is control. All right, it's going to be a mark. So, Radical out. Clears out of the 50. Oh, jeez. Not a mark. Okay, good hands from Roberts. Campbell now. Oh, yeah, just not a good angle there for a left footer. Unlucky. Another behind. Go footy. But, yeah, I don't think that was a mark at all, really, from 𝐤𝐷𝐼𝐻𝐸. Let's see again. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, no, that's a mark, clearly. Just in fast motion, sometimes you can be wrong. This ball comes from Grundy. Heaney, very clean. Oh, slips over. As I say that, though, he gets the hands out. Bit of a nothing one. He was, yeah, like a balance there. Really good hands to Drew. And now here to Mead. And now to 𝐵𝐿𝐵. Okay, 1-on-1 here. Mills keeps him in front. Burn-Jones, that was. 𝐓𝐿𝐷RICK hands to Heaney. Under the pump here. Porter bringing the heat. McCartan just absorbed the tackle. Well done. Going well, intellectual. Welcome, mate. For the same thing, Mitch. Yeah, no, that was a clear mark. I thought, yeah, like in fast motion, it just hits the ground. I'm like, ah, play it on. But no, I used to play footy. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 mates. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Blakey, pick it up, son. Dominated us last time, 𝐵𝐿 𝗵𝐿. Ball in. Grundy, bit of a nothing hand pass into space. Who can get there? Jordan, good attack on it. Very well done. Mills, he misses the soccer. He's done it, 𝐵𝐿 𝐿. Good hands, though. He recovers. 𝐿𝐷RICK, looping hand pass. That's beautiful. We're out here. Tommy Papley, over the top to Campbell. Now, bounce, sit. Doesn't really sit. Christ, it's not a dog, Riley. Campbell, hands it now to Paps. Once, no. Okay, well, at least we'll take a forward 50 stoppage. No, but good stuff there. Like, Mills recovers with that. Yes, does the 𝐵𝐿 𝐿. He's done that a few times. O'Sullivan, the youngster from North, just misses the soccer, and then well done from Mills there again. He's looking good with his hands. Papley now, bit of a kick to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼. Good tackle there from Joel. That's an underrated thing with the 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼. Jeez, he tackles well at times. Yeah, and so did Lohman. Just a few Lions youngsters flew. Oh, Papley's fucking wobbling. My God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, and it's a blood raw, I think, for Drew as well. Fucking hell. All right, come on. 450 stoppage here. 𝐿𝐷RICK, good hunt. Snap kick. Oh, unlucky. No, he doesn't look good, Paps. He's cursing. Yeah, the legs sort of got caught. Oh, no. Fucking hell, that stings. Hopefully he goes okay. All right. 2-on-1 and we still get beat. To be fair, it was Goulden and Hayward on 𝐸𝐿. But yeah, that's what teams do. That sort of kick and set play when they have a key defender go to the wing and get the outnumber with the winger. Oh, that's not good though. Hopefully Papley's okay. 𝐸𝐿 now down the line. Vicentini flies off hands. 𝐵𝐿 did well to horn Francis. Nope. Well done, Wilbur. Hold the ball. Finally, we actually tackle horn Francis. It's a rarity. Anyway, kick here out to Mills is a bit of an awkward one for him, but he did well. Blakey, here we go. We've let him loose, and that's better football. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 should be going here. Mark, directly in front, 40 out. Well, Joel's had 2 misses for goals so far. One didn't even register for a score because it fell short, but he really should have got that goal earlier in the first term. Let's get a goal here, for Christ's sake. Last few minutes have been better. Back to sort of the first term normalities where we're starting to lock the ball in. Can he goal here, Joel? He can't, for fuck's sake. Excuse the language. 2 goals. Fucking 9. My God. Okay, Papley's at least in the front bench for now, so he might be okay. Rosie dropping his marbles. That's a throw. Clearly a throw. Oh, okay. Now, Port can go here through Jackson Mead. The idea was there. Geordie Artis, that's easily gone over. Slipped over. It's not even halfway through the second. We've already got 2 goals, 9. This is usually like a halftime score. My God. It's the battle of Ken Hinkley's Pepsi can versus Dean Cox's lolly jar. Who gets on top? 𝐵𝐿 good rove. Yep, breaks that Goulden tackle. Oh, geez, what on earth does that kick? Works for Horn Francis, though. Sort of fumbles the ball out. Goulden gets a kick away. Good hunt there from Rowbottom. Just jams on the shoot to gain some territory. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 Yep, that's a good win. Gained some territory. That actually works nicely here to Wicks. Good bump there from Butters. It was illegal. Amati off hands. Did well at ground level, sorry. And a good kick from McInerney. Campbell's loose here. Come on, you can beat Farrell for pace. Take your time. Instead, he goes over the top to Willie Hayward. And he can play on and just dribble it home. Oh, thank God. I tell you what. Oh, geez, the Chief. The Chief would be spewing at the minute seeing that. Dribbles from outside the goal square. Oh, dear. Nah, there we go. Finally, we get one out the back. But big stuff there from Joel. So this is why he's big. All right. Good stuff. Butters 0 touches last 5 minutes. So hasn't he been on the bench? Yeah, good just physicality there. That's what I like. Hayward drops his marbles, but he's timed to recover and kick a second in 30 seconds. Finally. 4 goals, 9. Go footy. Swannies by 18. And yeah, we've been fucking waiting for this, to be honest. From the centre bench, let's see this again. I say good physicality, because look at that. Just bump out there from Goulden. Push out there. Rosie falls over. Yeah, good stuff. Hayward, well done. This is a midfield, let's remember, that we struggle against. Port, their on ballers usually get the better of us. And look, Butters has started very well, but it feels like in the clearances we're doing well. And if we take a look at the contested ball, yeah, I mean, how about this? It is plus 17 in our favour, and Bergman's shoulder doesn't look too great. Yikes, he's wincing in pain. Hopefully he's okay. Anyway, ball back in the middle here. Good hunt from Jordan. Umpire's ball. Maybe his shoulder popped out. I think he might be okay. I don't know. Don't understand why Lockie... Yeah, Lockie Jones is a strange player because he'll come out and now literally have like a best on ground or like a top 5 Port Adelaide in the team performance. And there's that man, speaking of him, he should have taken the mark, to be honest. But he can have some absolute mares, but at times he can lock down opponents well. Jeez, I thought he could have been ball, to be honest. Just got the hands out though. Well done, Mills. That's a free. Oh, surely that's just a crunch in the back free. Nothing there. Liddy now just whacks it on the shoe. Bit of a nothing kick, but it could work here. Tricky one for 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐾 to get. Oh, well done. Oh, no. Just couldn't get there, Burne-Jones. The ball didn't fall in his favour. Roberts, a good kick. Liking Roberts so far up the ground a bit. It's given Mills the space behind the ball to do his thing. But yeah, Matty can find the ball. Yeah, sort of like playing that defensive wing role a bit, Roberts. He's still sitting behind the ball a bit and helping out in defence. That's a good mark from Radaglia. That's our best seed. Yes, exactly right, Bolgi, mate. If your points to goals, this wouldn't be an even game. Yeah, 4 goals, 9 could be a bit better. Yeah, so Jordan on Butters. Or at least he's within 10 metres of him, so I'm assuming he's on him now. Butters now. It's going to be a chop of the arms, I think. Okay. Free to 𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐵. 𝐵𝐿𝐼𝐵. That's not... Oh, jeez. I tell you, did that hit the ground? Maybe not. Farrell now. We're going to switch it here. Now, Francis, get there, son. I think he will. Well done. No one there to help, though. No, it fell perfectly to Sin, to be fair. All right, up you go, Paps. He's back out there, thank God. Don't hurt yourself there, son. Good boy. He's good. Paps is good. Oh, shut up, Dwayne, for Christ's sake. Is that 50? I tell you what, Dwayne Russell at times. The beauty about... No, the ones that Dwayne Russell does is when it's like, after the siren, a barrel from like 70 metres out from a player. You know, obviously, he's not going to make the distance. The barrel, it kicks the barrel. It's landing about 30 metres short of goal. And you know what Dwayne Russell says? He's like... If it bounces through, it'll count. It's like, it's not going to bloody bounce through, for Christ's sake, mate. Just let it go. Oh my God, just a little rant from me there. Fucking Dwayne Russell. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that can't stand him. Anyway, we turn it over and Bergman marks. All right, what can he manufacture? Very good in the semi-final last year. Kick to the pocket. That's actually a clever kick for Horne-Francis. Oh, geez, what an effort that was. Ball in. This is a very ordinary commentary crew for this game. Yeah, no. People don't really like Dermot Purdy. He can go over. He can go over the word limit a bit. Good tackle there from Ramps. Geez, Horne-Francis. Yeah, yeah, geez, I mean, Christ almighty, he's looking a bit sore. Oh, it's going to be holding from Cunningham. No, it isn't. Christ, I thought that was clear as day. And then he was just tackled, to be fair. All right, let's try and keep this out of that. Keep this potential Port Adelaide goal at bay coming up here. 450 stoppage at that goal square. Sweet, good body work. Can he get the kick away? He can't. McLean was there. Oh, below the knees there against Richards. Surely he slid through McCartan. Kick was smothered. Ball in. We did Hudson for real. Well, this is what both teams deserve, for Christ's sake. You know, two bottom 10 teams that have been pathetic at times this season. Get the worst of the worst. But, you know, you get Rolls Macca here. No, I'm only joking. But, yeah, pressure's really up from both teams. 202 to 207. A lot of repeat stoppages we're seeing. Especially those last few minutes. Horne-Francis now. Oh, made a muck of that. That can't be in danger, surely not. Okay, thank God. Berg going around the corner. High ball up. Oh, I had to hold that, Melican. Oh, my God. Pepper again. He's crushed in his own teammate, but Drew somehow gets the ball in his favour. Unable to do much with it. McCartan clears. It's not a good kick. He had a bit of time there, Tommy Mack. That's twice now bloody Pepper's done that. Crushed in his own teammate. 5:15 to go till half-time. 2 goals, 3 plays, 4 goals, 9 Sydney's way. Inside 50 here for Port. And a good spot here, McLean, sorry. Oh, the bounce of the foot didn't really work there for really any of those Swans plays. Burn Jones kicked the right to Mills and he clears. Let's have a fly here. Rowbottom, good stuff. He has been spending a bit more time forward, James Rowbottom, the last few games. That's good because he can hunt. The kick works for Grundy. All right, we get it now. Bit of time in forward half here. Grundy just going to hold it up. SPP, more tackles on his teams. And Sydney, yeah, exactly right. He now inside 50. No good. Umpires might as well put on a Swans jumper in this game. Well, hopefully these umpires can kick a few goals for us, because Christ almighty, we've been shite with that so far this half. It's been better at least with last 2 scoring shots I think we've had of goals. But yeah, that was an absolute stinger. That should have been a holding free there on Cunningham. That was, I thought, clear as day. Heaney. Sheldrick. Good hands. Wicks. Jones drops his lollies and let's lock it in here. Tackle. Good stuff. Umpires ball, gain some territory. 3:55 to play here. Bergman out there, that's good to see. Love watching him too, so I don't mind that, to be honest. Don't want to see injured players. Papley now. Looks like he's lost a bit of that agility. I don't know. It was hemmed in within the line, to be honest. A bit harsh saying that, maybe, who knows. Anyway, now Port works some hands. Oh, Mead, that's a shocker, but at least he has a teammate backing up with Bergman. But he's under the pump here. Rowbottom, a great tackle. Umpire's ball. Finally got more of the 50-50s. You mean like contests around the ground or like these umpire calls? Because I agree with both. Yeah, there it is. Rock Lotto free. I saw on Twitter Grant Thomas, former St Kilda coach. He was like, I've been in the system for 60 years and I still don't get some of these ruck frees. So there you go. Heaney, oh my God, that's going to be... Okay, far out. My God. I thought it was going to be unrealistic. Bergman. Got the numbers here. Rampy. I had to hold that. Oh, and Francis now out here to Drew. Moraes provides an option. Doesn't get it. He might on this. Oh, great bump there. Was that Jordan? Beautifully done. I think it was Mills, sorry. And now we can go off the turnover. Goulden changes the angles a bit with that kick. Can he find McLean? Burton back in the hole. Couldn't take it, but he recovers. Ball in his vicinity and is in his midst. Good corridor use here for Port. 𝐵𝐿 He's got Moraes over the top, but he wants to go one deep at Horn Francis. He'll get this one a bit far from home, Jason. And just a short kick that works to... guess who? For Christ's sake. That little Energizer bunny is just crawling his way around the ground. Yeah, he might have a crack here, to be honest, Butters. Maybe he just touched it, Heaney, given why there was no free. Looking like he's going to centre it, Butters. Oh, yeah, clever kick, but yeah, just lacked the execution. All right. Well, that's a risk you take. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 can kill you. And look at this. Papley's in a bit of space. Have we got someone over the top? Looking like we don't. Marty, I think he can go to him. Yeah, look at this. He's got a bit of space on Burton. Beautiful kick from Papley. See, this is where Papley's great. We all know he's great with his crumbing, etc. But his field kicking at times can be beautiful. Let's remember, he was the one that kicked it to Heaney for that winner against the Giants in that qualifying final. That's a great kick from Papley. Let's convert here, Joel, for Christ's sake. You've come back in. You've essentially kicked... Well, you've essentially had 3 misses for goal. Let's get a goal here. Is Butters going to score involvement? Hopefully he can be dragged to the bench and chewed out by Kenny. Come on, Joel. Fucking hell. 4 goals, 10. Oh, well, that's not a bad hit. Bloody Derming. I tell you what, he just loves it, doesn't he? Lives and breathes it. But it was a better effort, to be fair. But he still kicked the point. Rosie now to bring him back into play. Been a good move for Rosie in the defence, I feel. Just a lot more natural, I think, for Rosie. And he's high up there in the coaches' votes. Quite a bit. I know, like, pundits and fans can say, you know, he has his deficiencies, like a lack of heart here and there. But I tell you what, like, he's just... he just looked really fluid at half-back. Horn Francis now to Butters. Sack attack. What can you do? 48 seconds. Let's not concede. Butters now towards half-forward. That's a good kick. He'll find Burn-Jones. Let's try and keep him at bay here. No, 𝐵𝐿 will get the mark. All right. It's going to be a tricky kick, though. No, he's going for a check side. 𝐵𝐿. It's missed. Not even close. 2 goals, 4. 7 seconds to play. So that will be it for the half. A lot to like. A lot to like in this. Blakey short now to 𝐷𝐿𝐼 𝐼𝐿𝐼. And they'll move for the half. So, a scrappy game of footy sees us 18 points ahead with 4 goals, 10. Oh, my God. And Port have 2 goals, 4, to be fair, so they're not going too great themselves. But, yeah, the goal kicking's been a hard watch, but there's been a lot to like. There has been a lot to like. I think we're looking a lot more cleaner than Port on the inside. We're in the contested ball, which is always handy against a side that we usually get belted in the contested game. Port Adelaide's midfield especially. Look, we've let Butters off the chain. A lot of just ball on the outside, but yeah, no, there's been a lot to like. I mean, Heaney again just really clean in traffic, and 𝐓𝐿𝐿, I think he's had some lovely hand passes here and there too. McInerney's had a good second term, and yeah, Mills has probably been one of the best on for us. Yeah, just his composure's been key for us with our build up play. Matty Roberts, yeah, look, I think he looks a lot better on the wing, to be honest. Just the 9 touches. And now looking good out there. Yeah, Grundy, I think, is getting the better of Vicentini. 15 hitouts to 7 his way. And yeah, Nick Blakey on the loose a bit. Had that goal, had that kick inside 52 of Marty. So yeah, just like him getting free is so crucial to us. And Goulden, 11 touches and just 11 touches and all of those being 11 kicks. Yeah, I mean, really, we should be up by more, to be honest. Port had some a few inside 50s their way in, etc. But really, we've just dominated the time and forward half, really, and we continue to lock it in fairly well. Um, yeah, I'm just liking. Really, the only thing that's yuck with our skills at the moment is our goal kicking, but I'm just liking our delivery is much better. I think our kicking in general play has been really good, and that's just been shocking at times this season. So there's a lot of things where we've looked quite shit at this year, but we're now starting to fix up on, like our cleanliness on the inside and our foot skills in general play. Um, yeah, I think Mills, McInerney, Heaney, Sheldrick, Grundy probably up there with some of our best, but looking like a bit of a team performance in the minute. I think everybody's playing their part. You know, 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼 has yet to kick a goal. McCartan's been doing an okay job. 𝐼𝐵Lican's had a few nice intercept moments here or there. Cunningham as well. Yeah, but at the same time, could be up by a bit more than 18 points. Let's have a look. Yeah, like 28 to 17 inside 50s. Winning the clearances by 1, and then, yeah, plus 14 contested balls. So, yeah, and meanwhile for Port, they've looked a bit fumbly here or there. Their skills have been a letdown. And, yeah, we've been able to win it back and at least inflict a bit of damage, although we just can't put it on the scoreboard. So, yeah, I think we're doing a lot right. Just need to convert. Mills by far our best player. So, yeah, I think in this game so far, he's seen clean, maybe 100%. Let's see what he is on. He's on 77, but, yeah, pretty good. All right, well, let's have a look at a few of these playing stats. We went through a couple, but we'll have a look at it a bit more, and then, yeah, we'll get the footy grid going. So, yeah, McInerney loving his game. He's got 13 touches and a goal. Clearance to his name. Butters, though, 21 touches, a goal, 4 clearances. Oh, God. I'm going to try and keep this guy a bit more quieter. But, yeah, Mills looking really settled back there, and, yeah, just his composure is so important for us. Isaac Heaney, 16 touches. Sheldrick, 14. So, yeah, he's finding the footy well, Gussie. I think he's looked really clean on the inside. Yeah, that's better. 9 hand passes, 5 kicks for Sheldrick. I want to see more of that. I want to see the kick to handball ratio a bit lower and just use the hands well. Because, yeah, he's been kicking, I think, a bit too much for my liking and just a few hack kicks and a few turnovers here and there. But, you know, I think that's the right sort of mix for him. Gordon, all 11 touches have been kicks, as we said. Grundy barreling his way well on the ruck. Warner's been somewhat quiet, just the 10 touches, but, yeah, spending quite a bit of time forward. Campbell's had some nice moments and a few nice wins up at half forward. Intercept possessions, 6 for 𝐼𝐷𝐼, 4 for Mills and 4 for 𝐼𝐿ican. Having a good half, Lewis 𝐿ican. Contest possessions, 8 for Heaney and 8 for Butters. So, yeah, there's a lot right. Just this goal king's got to be a bit better. So far, so good. Yeah, exactly right, El, mate. Exactly right. All right, well, let's get a footy grid. Actually, I might go take a whiz quickly. But yeah, could be up by more, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. So 18 points and half time. We'll be back in a quick sec.
All right, I'm back, lads. So yeah, roughly 10 or so minutes to the second half. And we'll do a footy grid to pass the time. After going well, Matt, mate, this midfield's changed the last couple of years. Have not made it more high scoring than what it was before the new rule. Has actually declined the amount of points per game. Not sure what you mean. You talking about Sydney's or Port Adelaide's midfield? I mean, yeah, the scoring has been really dried up overall in the footy the last few weeks. I mean, Christ Almighty. Yeah, Curnow was a bit rusty today, to be honest. I think he's playing under an injury cloud, El. But yeah, I think a player like Curnow would be pretty big for us. Yeah, it's way to the end of the season. Look, 𝐓𝐴 𝐼𝐴, we've been rumoured to. See what happens, I guess. I think Mackay's a no, in my opinion. I think he's an underrated player, but just with the mental issues he's had and etc., and a few soft tissue problems I think he's had too, I just steer clear. Okay, let's do a footy grid. Alright. Sorry, that's the wrong website. It's got an apple, by the way, here, lads. I tell you what, though. I think if there's any neutrals in the chat, you wouldn't really be enjoying this game too much. After going, well, welcome, mate. Sydney Swans in a younger version of Andrew Prue. Yeah, no, I wonder what the board changes will be in the off-season, eh? Talking about the midfield rule the AFL changed to make it free-flowing, but it's actually made it harder to score. What's this midfield rule you're talking about? Or like the 6-6-6, you mean? I'm not sure what this midfield rule is at the minute. Okay. What do we got? So this is a two-time leading goal kicker for a team. St Kilda, Collingwood. Okay. 2 times leading goal kicker for a team. Maybe Anthony Rocker, maybe. Yes, he'll take that. St Kilda. Now, I think Membry kicked their most. I'm going to go Membry. Yeah, decent. I thought it could have been a bit lower. Played in 2020s. We'll go. I don't think Papley's would be up there. Maybe actually. No, I think Papley 21 and 22 would have been up there. Yep, 1%. New this says Brian. Oh, is it talking about the footy grid? Yeah, no. Just like to do it during half time. It's better with Sydney ones. Like, I always go for Sydney ones because it's just what I know best. What's it called? Well, Porter, I think, have been pretty poor, to be honest. So you'd expect a bit of a response. And they up the pressure and stuff, but I think our pressure's been really good too. We just got a bloody nail on the scoreboard. So I don't know. I think we can win. Look, I think defensively we're just looking a lot more solidified out there with our important players back in. Mills has had a great half and Cunningham's had some good moments. But geez, I mean, the goal kicking has been a shocker. So look, I wouldn't be surprised if they kick a couple in a row, to be honest. So yeah, who knows? Got to continue to clamp down on Butters. We'll continue. We didn't really do it much. Christ Almighty, that bloke's just taking the piss against us again. Collingwood and Tim Membry team, mate. We'll park it. Collingwood in 5 goals in a game. maybe like Bobby Hill or something. What if Ben Reid kicked 5+ goals in a game? I might leave that till last. I don't know why I thought of Ben Reid. Yeah, no, he's bloody good, mate? You forget how clean Errol Goulden is in a season where we've been fumbling a lot here or there. He's just looked clean. He's rarely fumbled so far. 666 rules, stop the congestion, make the game flow better, and give us more of these opening side set of bounces, decline scoring game. Yeah, but that's numbers wise. But there you go, fair enough. But also at the same time, without that rule, you get teams flooding, etc., having a lot of numbers back. So each to their own, I guess. But it's a fair point you make. You watch the NFL? Yeah, no, I watch a bit of it. New Orleans Saints fan. Derek Carr retired. A lot of fans are cheering about that. Yeah, massive contract, and I've got a few young quarterbacks coming through, so I don't mind that, to be honest. Look, I think we're building a bit of an exciting team. It's hard to keep up with the NFL over here in Australia, though. Like all the games, like 3 a.m. on a Monday. Anyways, 5 goals in a game for the Saints. Maybe Adam Schneider. There we go, 2%. Played in the 2020s and 5 goals in a game. Jack Zeeble, 0.5. Played in the 2020s and a team memory teammate. We'll go with who was that player that it was his last game alongside Paddy Ryder? That Daniel Kent, that's the one. I don't know, is it Dean Kent? I think. Yeah, there we go. St Kilda, team member teammate, Riley Bonner. And 5 goals in game for Collingwood. That's called my fan of Kamara. Yeah, nah, good player, Alvin Kamara. Was he rookie of the year? I actually forgot. I think he was up there. He had a very good rookie season. He's a quality player, Kamara. Bloody hell, he's probably one of our better players in that team. 5 goals in a game. Would have Ben Reid. We'll just go Bobby Hill. Yeah, play it safe. 5 touchdowns on Christmas. Well, who was that against again? I remember he had a big game. I mean, the big game we had was against the Cowboys. I remember that. Christ, that was huge. We started off 2-0 and then we lost like the next 10 games. Bloody hell. Pretty good grid though, if I say so myself. Most popular. So it wasn't even Bobby Hill. I thought it would be. Will Hayes. See, that's the thing. You go for a more like sort of obscure player, but it doesn't pay off because Hayes is the most popular. It could have gone with like Scott Pendlebury and he would have not been the most popular. I believe the Vikings. Yeah, I can't quite remember. Look, last year's season in the AFL was probably one to forget. And as I say again, it's hard to keep up with all the games, like Monday morning, etc. in Australia. Shogu's had back-to-back good games. Yeah, he's been really good, Kai. And I don't know if you're in the stream, but I was saying it when the siren sounded, or a few minutes after half-time, I prefer him to have more handballs and kicks. Want that kick-to-handball ratio a little bit lower. Because he's so good with his hands where he kicks it a bit. I think it was like 5 kicks, 9 hand passes at half-time. So that's good to see. 6 touchdowns against Vikings. Yeah, geez, there you go. Geez, the Vikings have been a bit of a cursed franchise. And they had all those... It was like the Bills. They had all those cracks with... what's his name? Bud Grant, the head coach back in the 60s. And failed amongst all of them. And they're sort of underachieving in a way current day. They've lost a few playoffs games here and there. Anyways, not a bad grid. How long we got left? So this a month ago, the outside runnings coming back would make him a better player. Yeah, I think so. No, he's hand passes to some good players. I love that. It set up I think it was a goal. I can't quite remember, but that looping hand pass he did in that second term was really good. Crazy how Josh Allen hasn't been a Super Bowl yet. Don't know what they need to do to improve on. Yeah, they're a good team, the Bills, and very hostile environment and etc. I know that they're building a new stadium, but they're not actually making it dome. a dome for the stadium. They're still making outdoors because the weather in Buffalo is pretty bad, so they want to keep it as a bit of an advantage. Cowboys been 30 years since. I remember. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, very good show. I'm sure you two have watched it. Hard Knocks. It's that pre-season or training camp show. I think that the first one that came out was the 2001 Ravens, and that was when they won the Super Bowl. And you could just see like how organised and professional they looked. And then the next year they had the 2002 Cowboys, and I watched that, and just the contrast of difference, just the laziness and stuff, and the lack of standards. You can tell there's a difference between good and ordinary organisations. And I think that season they had a losing record, and their head coach got fired or something like that in the next season. So. All right. Well, let's see what happens in this third term. And yeah, like, is Jerry Jones, like, he's been good for them in the 90s, but is he like sort of, does he now need to give the keys to someone else? I don't know. I don't really know much about it, to be honest, but that's just a thought process. Yeah. I know. They didn't take Randy Moss because he was of the bad record. I think he was caught with possession of marijuana before he got drafted, and then he slid to the Vikings and Rookie of the Year, Hall of Famer. So, and I mean, the Saints drafting's been ordinary. Bloody pass up on Lamar Jackson. We go with that defensive end that we bloody trained, I think it was. Anyways, back to the footy. Third quarter underway. But yeah, no, NFL's a really good sport. You know, very stat and history-rich sport. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, and I've always loved like the game Madden when growing up too. Used to love that back on the PlayStation too. Hell yeah. And the Wii, how good. Anyway, that's been the norm for Port. A few hack kicks, another turnover, Mills, intercept mark, another one. Jerry's a problem. Refuses. Yeah, there you go. I feel like he's a bit stubborn. You can tell a bit. Chad Warner now marks. Kick inside 50. Does he have to sit here, the pap? He does. Overhead against Kane Farrell. Let's kick a goal here, son. The Americans love our AFL. Yeah, no, they sure do, and I see a lot more Americans like, where's the, yeah, there, Mike Ryan. Hopefully going well, by the way, mate. He's another one. You know, you get a lot of Americans coming through here, which is good to see. And yeah, my mum still sends me like some of those like American reacting to AFL videos and stuff. She loves it. So let's kick a goal here. Tommy Papley. Oh, for God's sake. And let's remember, before Papley got injured, he was really struggling for form. I thought he was awful at times. So it's not like he's coming in and ripping nicks. Yeah, just the one goal for this season. 4-goal 11. Yeah, no, they're great. And that, just the accent. Oh, God. Just the accent makes it better. And their reaction. The Americans, they get up and about. That's not a good kick from Rosie. Turnover from intercept mark for Grundy. Jerry's rack up the intercept mark so far. Yeah, that's very true, Brian, to be fair. I get people coming in here saying over-unders. And look, I don't mind. You can put in your bets and let me know what I think. I'm not a betting man, but in terms of sports betting, you know, AFL is one of the more data-rich sports in the world and stat-rich, so it makes sense why it's good to bet on. But yeah, as the old man says, betting's a bit of a fool's game. They love the Jetta versus Real. Yeah, that's an all-timer. Yeah, bloody hell. I'll tell you what, Kai, like, it just is what it is, mate. Unfortunately, it's who we are, mate, as 𝐓𝐡𝐞 would say. Good tackle, Rowie. That should be ball. Yep, there we go. He broke a tackle. Sort of stitched up there a bit, Burden, but he broke that tackle. Should have got the hands out a bit quicker. Row bottom inside 50. Who can fly? McLean from 3 deep. Where's the Crummers? Bergman. Just gets the hands out here to Farrell. Oh, that's... Yep, deliberate. Yes, thank you. I tell you what, you couldn't even see a Sydney play within the vicinity of that camera frame. Clearly a free. Finally, they've paid those. Those ones piss me off. Just the walking through the goal line crap. He'll miss, though. No, he'll get it. Joel Amani, thanks for coming. Oh, you can only laugh. You can seriously only laugh. Look, I came into this season thinking we wouldn't really compete. So, look, if this was last season, I'd be a lot more infuriated than this. But you can just only laugh. Amani's kick, what, 0 goals, 3 now? My God. Holy shit. Can't even miss that mark. Look, we really should be up by about 40, 50 points. This has been Port most of this afternoon. Just cannot really get much electricity on this ball move, and that's clearly in the front on there for Mills. Oh my God. Mills now. Heaney couldn't quite take the one. We have some numbers though. Blakey. Heaney will get his own crumb. Back now to Mills. Good boy. Rampy now. It's actually comedic. He couldn't get a goal, give away this. Couldn't get a goal from a giveaway at this point. Yeah, no, this is just crazy. I think some Port fans are just laughing as well, like yourself. How long's a quarter? 20 minutes. But this include for example, now the ball's gone out, stop and play. So the count up clock I've got goes to roughly around 30 minutes. If you laugh, you cry. Yeah, exactly right, Kai, mate. Oh, God. Yes, thanks for reminding me, Rashudo. Yes, it's not a lot of goals. This is still a gettable game for Port. It's only 20 points. Like, if I'm a Port supporter, I'm like, God, if we kick a goal, game on potentially. But, yeah, they're not really winning some contests at the ground. Their kicking's been a letdown. Papley appeals, not given. Could have been. That could have been deliberate, to be fair. What's Kenny thinking? Where's the Pepsi, Ken? Where's the Pepsi? Zero goal, 6 from set shots. We haven't get a goal from a set shot this afternoon. Christ, that is awful. Richards, just a hack kick. Out the full. Yeah, ball back in. I see Fremantle's first flag's going against North Melbourne in a couple centuries' time. Yeah, one will arrive for Fred. But yeah, 5 wins in a row here for the Dockers. Yeah, they're starting to build. There's nothing crazy against the Dockers. Just get the 4 points and you're done. This is the sort of mentality Freo have got to get. Just bank the 4 points and move on. Mills now, that's a good kick for Papley. Good body work. He does that so well, Tom Papley. Just, before the ball arrives in the drop zone, just nudges out his opponent. But I might as well add a point to it. Actually, no. I won't add a point. I'll go out the full. For Christ's sake. Come on. I forgot what a goal feels like. Playing Papley set isn't... Papley's set shots can be so hit and miss. Come on, Paps. No. Rush through. Oh, my God. There's been 6 goals in this fucking game. Oh, turnover. Here we go. Isaac. Look, how many times have I said this? Port are genuinely been fairly ordinary with these foot skills. Christ almighty, Burton again. Heaney can go back and goal here. No. Heaney just got to back himself. He's a beautiful set shot. 17 touches, yet to kick a goal. Having a good year, Heaney. I know people think he's overrated and stuff, but had such a great year last year. It's hard to replicate on that. I think he's been just solid week in, week out, been clean on the inside, can still find the goals like this one. Bang, thank you. Oh, hooray. Go footy. 5 goals. All right, let's kick up a couple of points just to, not used to this. My heart's actually racing a little bit. Better actually just calm down a little bit. Getting a few heart palpitations. Finally, good stuff, Isaac, and an absolute freebie there from Burton. Yeah, no, he was pointing there, Isaac, on a different man, and then just comes out and steals it like a librarian. Good stuff, Isaac. Yeah, that's shot from Burton. He can be a bit of a scapegoat for Port. Oh, hooray. Margin now out to 27.
If you're neutral on the chat, I'm sure you're thinking this is one of the greatest games you've ever seen. And where else would you be on a Saturday evening, eh? Okay, ball back in the middle. Sweet gets the head out, but 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴 on his lonesome there. Good running power there from Juzzy. Pins the ears. Deep kick to Hayward. Well done, got it to ground. That would have been a very rough call, that being deliberate. So ball in here, forward 50 stoppage. Feels strange to be winning against Port at the Adelaide Oval. This just never happens. Grundy gets a hit down. But right to Drew, and he taps at this Sweet and he clears. Good spoil there from 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐴. Good tackle, good, and that'll be ball. Yep, add that slight bit of opportunity. Good stuff, Errol. Geez, our pressure's been really good. Really, really good. Gordon's kick. Oh, I've missed it. I've missed it. Gordon's kicking inside 50. How good is it, eh? Oh, God, but guess who? For God's sake. Geez, that individual's not happy. Let's go, Joel. Out of point. Should, mate. Todd Gurley. Isn't he retired now, or is he still playing? No. I'm off my head. I might be thinking of someone else. Marty. Oh, my God. So there you go, Kai. I don't add a point because he's actually going to miss the whole thing. Come on, mate. This is a circus, honestly. Good spoil there from Roberts. They get it out here, Port. Well done, Cunningham keeps in front. 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴, good attack on it, unlucky. Ball spills out here. Now Port can go. Good pressure there from, yep, look at this, bang. We have numbers here. Turnover, Blakey, Hayward, Jordan, quick hands. Blakey now, what can he do? Hacks it on the shoe. Deep kick, he's going to trust a lot here of Francis. Oh, what? Pay that. Surely pay that. Oh, my God, I thought he held long enough to... Oh, that would have been one of the all-time marks this season. My God. Let's see this again. That's a far. If he just held it on for about a split second longer, that could have been a mark. Seriously. Oh, man. What an effort. Out of the 50 now. Grundy in a good spot. Good lad. It's good apple, this one. Before we get smashed by team. Yeah, 4 behinds to 13, Brad. Get on our level, mate. Come on. Now, only taking the mickey. All right, now, Blakey. Yeah, it feels like Port's pressure really dropping off this quarter. Sweet on in the hole. Oh, he's done that. Got to be grabbing that with 2 hands. Francis. So he's really good. He's got good... he's actually got quite good agility for a tool. Let's remember Francis. But then he slips over. Lock it in, boys. Yes, exactly. Let's lock it in here. I had to tackle better there, Roberts. Anyway, Liddy now gets it, but just a nothing kick. Looks like we're set up well here. Wicks. Good kick. Nice, 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴. Jeez, how about that on the run from Wicks? That's like tight rope in the boundary. That's very good. 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴 now. High ball. Oh, good mark, 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐴. Rosie now. It's a good kick out wide. We'll find Richards. Wants to get the handball received. Get a bit of motion here for Port Adelaide. 𝐿𝐼𝐴 now. Back in board here to Moraes. Good hands over the top here. They've got some numbers in the corridor lining up. Just gets the hands to Richards. He's got to get on this shoe. That's a good kick. Oh my God. 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐴 almost stuffed it up. Oh, dearie me. Well, Port have really gone inside 50 this quarter. It's a chance to get a goal.
Right, well, absolutely must need here for Port. Rowley's kick. And gets a no. So there we go. That could be a bit of a lifter here for Port. Margin back to 21 points. And yeah, just got caught out the back there a bit. It was a good, I think it was from Farrell, a really good kick into the corridor, and that just really set him open. But yeah, that's what they want, Port. A bit of motion. Got the handball receives. Good kick from Rosie. This is why you just got to close down Rosie. It's a good kick coming out of the back 50. Good hands. Yeah, geez, I mean, McInerney just sort of letting Burgoyne there a bit free. Yeah, just guarding a bit of space. Okay, let's bounce back here. Oh, mate. Look, I tipped Port, so let's get me tip right, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. All right, 𝐓𝐿𝐴 goes in again. Oh, Gussie, good lad. Gets the clearance. Samardi. Oh, okay, that was okay. At least brought it to ground. Hack kick here from Radagolair. Chad should fly, and he holds. He's bloody good overhead, Chad Warner, let's remember. Good use out here to Cunningham. Oh, geez, how many times the ump say stand there? Get 50 then, you bastard. Cunningham now inside 50. France, a good spot. Out the back for Joe. Oh, God. Is that 6 shots on goal, not 1 snag? Back from injury as well. And yeah, Sweet subbed out, so they will want to go. Well, actually, no, they're just replacing the tools. He's looked a bit immobile, to be honest, Sweet. So Finlayson comes in. Now, he can have some good performances against us, like he did the SCG back in 23. Anyway, good running here from Horne-Francis. Got a bit of movement now here, the Ports forwards. Horne-Francis onto the leader, Rioli. He's got it against Wicks. Oh, we can get 2 in a minute here. 7 shots from Martin, 0 goals for. Oh, my God. He just didn't put enough oomph into that kick as well, Marty, that dribbler. Oh, God, it's just amusing. That's all it is, really. Rowley sets it up. Oh, Christ almighty, how do we let 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 lead for that? That's clever from Willie Rioli. This will probably now be a certain goal coming up for Port. There's a lapse of concentration there. Now to get the game to 16 points. Here we go. Squeaky bum time. Oh, God. Fucking hell. Back to 16. So yeah, Rowley just getting a bit of a rub down. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like a bit of a limp. Should be alright. Zero goals for Joel. My God. Oh, it's just amusing. That's all it is. That is all it is. Nah, but seriously, this is a bit of dangerous sides here. Oh, God. So Finlayson going to be forward alongside 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. He's a bit slow, Sweet. Vicentini to do most of the rucking from here on. Fumble there from Gussie. Butters, good hands. And Horne-Francis now in the centre bounces. Goes out wide here to Moraes. Port now with a bit of momentum. Horne-Francis will get it back here. On 15, Moraes. Horne-Francis will get it back here. Oh, God. My God. How are we letting their fucking mids all alone in space? Christ almighty. Fucking hell. Awful defence where it's been very good for most of this afternoon. Rosie's a lovely kick. Wouldn't be surprised if he slots this right through the middle. Port's mid's now starting to get on top. Around the centre bounce especially. Can Rosie goal here? The captain. It's missed. Get on, all right. Any trouble? Yeah, Chaz, no, it's been shocking. I'm just here laughing, to be honest. Still quarter. 5 goals, 14. Amani has 0 goals, 5. My God. Mills now out of the 50. France is a good spot. Good lad. Okay, let's get a bit of run here. McInerney's on short. Campbell's a deeper option. Oh, that'll work. Down to McCartan. Returnees are combined for 0 goals, 7. Oh, talk about instant impact, eh? McCartan out of the 50. Come on, Matty. Got the spawn, that'll do. Oh, not happy. Oh, look at that Port support in the crowd. He's doing the Kenny Hinkley. He's doing one of these. 5:50 to play. Port now starting to gain some ascendancy around the ball. They are lifting. $15 points. Rosie's tap straight to Gilden. High ball. Grundy. Jeez, what an effort. And he gained some metres that kick. All right, stay in. That'll do. Very good territory gain there from Grundy. That was a goal. The footage was edited. Okay. Bloody hell. I'm assuming there's been some edited footage of our behinds then when they should have really big goals. 24 touches for Butters. Mills with 23. Heaney 18. Grundy hits it down. Sheldrick. Good hands. Well, sort of got it there to Gilden. Umpire's ball. Jeez, it's a hard play to wrap up. Sheldrick gets another kick. Now Papley, here we go. Pick up. Tackled instantly. All right, 4:50 stoppage, we'll take it. Fucking, there's a magpie in the way. Oh, no, that's not a magpie. Fucking bird in the bloody way. It's a pet. To be fair, that bird was actually going to get crunched if it didn't fly away quick enough. Jeez Louise, would have gotten sat on by 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Good and clean. Couldn't quite get it to teammate, but just like that ground level pickup, bloody nice. It's good to have him back in. We're getting anyone next season? Oh, there's been a few we're rooming for, but you know, I just want to focus on this season, and then we'll see at the end of the year. Sheldrick now. Oh, not a bad effort. Misses though. 4:51 to play till 3/4 time. 5 goals, 15. It's a good kick from Owen Francis. Port, yeah, really up the pressure last 10 minutes. Ours has really dropped. 142 to 217. Oh, fumble there from Liddy. Campbell didn't have to do that. Holding free. Oh, Chad with the lollipop toss back to him. That's good stuff, Chad. Just slow it up. Owen Francis again. Come on, Matty. Good ball. Good stuff. All right, ball in. Grundy hit out. Surely that's high there against Roberts. Yeah, it is. Roberts is through. Well said. Yeah, no, exactly right, mate. Very, very detailed answer from myself, Trish, mate. We're getting anyone? Yeah, just wait till the end of the season. Like, you know, getting ruined with Mackay and Curnow and Jamal Ugle-Hagan. So, obviously, a star key forward would be the heavy rumours for us, given one certain individuals kick 0 goals 5 this game. Yeah, how good. 4 minutes to play. Ball in here. We sort of stemmed the flow a little bit with Port's surge, but from the clearance, they can be damaging. Let's wrap them up a tackle here. We can't. Farrell. And we'll switch the angles here. Oh, Hayward with a bit of speed, but it will be a mark here to Sin. So they're going to go back the other way. Horn Francis is out in space. I can see it. Farrell's seen him. Can't fly for it. McCart leaves his man. Well done, Tommy. That's big. Chad now gives the hands to Rowbottom. To Roberts. Just can't quite get it to Francis. Yeah, skill error. .324 to play. Absolute belting contest for Saturday afternoon. Grundy hit down, Rowbottom. Lovely done. Hacks it inside 50. Works for McLean. What a kick. In the back. Nah. Why is he going to ground? Christ almighty. Geez, that was a very good kick for McLean. Just couldn't hold on. Burgoyne now to switch it back up here to 𝐼𝐴. Yeah, how about that, Kai? Marty, Sheldrick, Pupley and Warner with 0 goals 11. 0 goals 11. Heaney bloody slipping over now. Oh, I just couldn't get there. I think that was Wicks, and now we've overcommitted. Butters now through the middle of the ground, gives the hands. Now 𝐼𝐴 Jones. How's the kick? No good. Shocking. Mills intercepts. Georgianis fell over. But the ball's right to him. Now, why has the umpire told him play on? He didn't even move off his line at all. Christ almighty. Roberts to Chad. Yeah, exactly right, 𝐼𝐴, mate. It's been a bit of a shocker. But it's always good to win on the road. And even if we win ugly, I don't mind. Campbell, good kick, McLean. Beautiful, Braden Campbell. Always good up the ground with those kicks inside 50. He called... Oh, touch there. There you go. So this is me. Me and Nuffy mode. I'm not listening properly to the umpire's commentary and etc. Come on, Doss. Now, I don't think McLean's had a shot at goal yet, has he? No, he hasn't. 4 touches. Let's get a goal here, McLean. Now, here's the thought process. You know, we've all been having these hacks at goals. Kai's been providing the numbers, but we've yet to have McLean have a shot at goal. So surely he can change things and get a goal here. Yeah, God, it is infectious. 5 goals, 16. 8 behinds from set shots. Fucking hell. Rosie now gets it back. Bergman. No, sorry, we did kick a goal from a set shot, and it was Heaney, and he'll get there. No, he won't. Almost. That's a good mark from Drew, though. Wants to go quick here to Burgoyne. And just dabs a kick to Burn Jones. Takes the mark. This is where Port were very good last week. They got plenty of speed off their ball movement, but they will just lateral across here to Rosie, and now maybe switch it up here. And we'll go wide here to... 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and now to Butters. How's the kick? He's always a lovely kick. How about that from Butters? Beautiful kick. You could see that from that angle. Dearie me. Leaving small Joe Richards alone in that little gap of space. That's a lovely kick from Butters. I mean, obviously it's harder to see it on field, but you could just see that kick coming from a mile away from the TV angle. Bloody hell, lads. It's a beautiful kick. Can he go here, Joe Richards? And, it's the post. Let off there. Yeah, and the Port supporters are laughing too. They're probably laughing at us. Oh, God. Hey, it's infectious for the opposition as well. They're missing 2. Go footy. All right, 16 points. Absolute piss blaster here for your Saturday afternoon. 5 goals, 16 to 4 goals, 6. Oh, yes. Nah, look, we really should be up by more. I think our pressure's been, for the most part, very good. And the third term was... Port, as expected, Port were obviously going to have some momentum. I think we're holding up okay. We just seriously need to put away our chances. We're doing a lot right. But yeah, Port got on top a bit on the clearances, I felt, that quarter.
But still, for the game, we're plus 24 contested. And, the clearances were really evened up. In that third quarter. This is the thing with Port, though. When you tag Butters, when you tag Rosie, it feels like one or the other just always gets off the chain. But 16 points at three-quarter time. Port have forgotten how to play contested footy, look like flesh flopping and all. Yeah, no, they've looked fairly ordinary this afternoon. A lot of unforced errors here or there. I think we've been a lot more cleaner on the inside. Port got a bit of speed with their ball move, a bit more runners on the outside, and are able to get some good hit-ups inside 50. They were a little bit inaccurate as well. What was their term? It was a two-goal, two-quarter. Meanwhile, it was just a 1-goal 6. Oh, God. Been a tough watch, but, what I do love watching is, I think a few of our players have looked really good on the inside. Heaney, some of Goulden's stuff's been really nice. Kick from Campbell was an absolute corker too. So, three-quarter time, Mill's been one of our best, 24 touches and a handful of intercept possessions. Let's actually have a look how many he's got. I think for the most part, we're setting up really well behind the ball. Port have sometimes have to rushing in their entries or kicking straight to us, to be honest. So we've sort of forced them to go wide and switch to play quite a bit. We've held them up at times, a bit that third quarter. Plus 17 inside 50s. So there you go. 5 goals, 16. Let's have a look at the playing stats. So intercept possessions, Radagale with 9, Mills with 6, Melican with 5. Score involvements, 8 for Mills, 7 for Amati. So 8 score involvements for Mills off half-back. That's very good. Contest possession leader, 𝐵𝐶𝐼 𝐿𝐷RICK with 10. Goulden with 10. Butters with 10. Heaney with 9. Inside 50 leader is Blakey with 5. Tackles inside 52 to Jordan and 2 for Heaney. 5 goals, 16 is atrocious. I used to, Brad, back in high school. Marty isn't up to snuff. He's an 𝐼𝐵 for it at best. Oh, look, I thought he was good last year. He kicked over 40 goals. That's a very good return. I think he's doing a lot right, Marty. He just can't kick goals. And look, to be fair, that's the forward's job. But I think some of the stuff off the ball, like a few pressure acts, a few tackles have been good. Clunking a few as well. So, and that goal we got in the second term, I think it was, when he kept that ball in play, won that one-on-one on the wing, kept it in play and gave the hands. I think we got a goal from it. So he just can't kick a goal, for Christ's sake. 0 goals, 5. Oh, God. Need a quick steadying goal or Port's confidence gets up. Exactly right. Need to find that settler. And look, I thought we stemmed the flow pretty well when they kicked, I think, 2 in a row. So that's also been positive from us. Both playing good. Both playing good. That's a very good, very nice compliment, Gnarly, my friend, because this has been a bit of a pain to watch. Both teams' goal kicking's been a bit shit. 16 points should be able. Get another quarter. Yeah, hopefully. But come on, in all seriousness, this is a game I just love to win. I know our season isn't much, but just these road wins mean a lot as a team. And, we haven't bloody won here against Port for 10 years. I'm sick of this shite. Actually, 11. And this just happens against Port. We always find a way to fuck it up. That Florent miss, even the game earlier this season. The game in 2021. Oh, God. So if we win this, we'll go to 11th, tied with Carlton. Port Adelaide will stay in 12th. So games next week. Swannies, Friday night against the Dogs. Good to be back in prime time because we're very deserving of that. And Port do have the Blues. So, team horrifically out of form in the minute. Big loss. Can't believe that margin was only 9 points. North sort of went into their shells a bit. But no, good for North. It's refreshing even as a neutral to see them play some good footy. North ball, as they said, they really moved it with a bit of confidence. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 shoes all great.
Parker's been in unreal form, I think, the last few weeks for them too. So it's a good win for the Kangas. Didn't have the guts to tip them though. Port need at least 4 goals quarter. I'm not jinxing anything, Wollongong. I'm just saying I'd love to get a win. That's all. I'm not saying we've locked in a win or anything. I'm just saying I'd love to get a win because winning's fun. So 3/4 time, Francis subbed out. Look, I thought he did some okay things, but looking like we'll go one shorter. We'll rely on the all-conquering Hayden McLean and Joel Amadi to kick our goals. Bison, very good last quarter as the sub in his debut game against the Lions. Let's see what he can do. Underway for the 4th term, and we get the first clearance through Grundy. He's been big this afternoon. Inside 50, Jones brings it to ground. And slips over in the process, gets the hands out. Letty plays the high. Bloody hell. He bloody slipped over, for Christ's sake. So, free to Letty here. It's a good name, Manny Liddy. So, yeah, a player that was very good in the Sandful. One of the best for his team in one of those Sandful sides. And, yeah, picked up by Port in the mid-season draft for people that aren't aware. Ball in. Sydney can't afford this to lose this by 1 point. No, just can't afford to lose this game, to be honest. It hasn't been awful, Kai, the umpiring. I think Port have been a bit unlucky, though, with a few non-calls. Nice hit out from Grundy. Campbell. Hands got to be a bit better there for McInerney. Pepper, good tackle on McInerney. And he gets his own crumb. Hands it into space. Campbell there to arrive. Bounces off. Geordie Artis, Christ. Rampy, that's better. Good tackle. Umpire's ball. Subbing Barry Hall. Oh, that'd be handy. I saw someone shared it on a website. Barry Hall was in like this indie band's music video. It was actually pretty good. Rosie inside 50, picked off from Blakey. It was socket off the ground, no good. Bit fortunate there. I mean, those soccer kicks can result in anything, but Blakey. There. Oh, jeez, where are you going, Liz? Just go along down the line, gain some territory. There we go to Joel. That's a lovely kick. Beautiful. It's good running from Amadi. Just dropped it in the basket. Yes, exactly right, Brad. Like that game in 2023. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that video's still on the channel, by the way, lads. You can go and watch it if you wish. I'm like, yep, and he's kicked it, and I look up, and the umpire's given 1 point. I'm like, oh my god, he's missed, and the Crows players were celebrating. We were exiting the back fifth through the kick out. Oh my god, what a crazy game! It still annoys me, that game, because that's a game we should have won by 5 goals. We were fucking dominant for most of the night. That was the thing in 2023. So many games we finished off poorly. Bit like this season where we conceded a run on of goals. Coxie not happy. Hayward on the phone. Come on, boys. Dig deep. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, lads. How does that work? 90. Oh, yeah, that's true, to be fair, because both teams start on 0-0. It says 99%, then 0% time in front. Horn Francis meeting the sandwich there. Jordan surely legged. Yep, there we go. Advantage! Advantage! Oh, we're going to get a mark. McLean would have probably missed anyway, but... Oh, God, okay. Well, we'll come back here through Jordan. You blocked me, what the fuck for? I didn't block you, Wollongong, mate. I haven't touched my computer or any of the... or anything, mate. Papley, just 15. Yeah, no, unless they're like, just spamming or whatever. I mean, I don't block people at all on this platform. Maybe a mod did it or something. Hold free. Free to Heaney. Come on, Isaac. All right, there we go. But yeah, I don't know. Let me just have a quick look and see in the chat if there's anything. Yeah, no, you're not hidden. I think maybe, I don't know, were you putting time up or something? I don't know. There can be some weird shit up in the chat, 𝐸𝐴, mate. But no, I didn't do anything. Heaney, left foot snap. Get home. Oh, what a beauty. He's got on the left foot snap, Isaac Heaney. Get out to 22. Go, here we go. The game overs are here. Oh, dearie me. Do you think Bulldogs are top 4 side? You think with the players they have named it, but they just always seem to struggle against those better teams here and there, and they have some shockers throughout the season. I think they can push on for the top 6. But come on, yeah, that seriously could be a sealer. First goal, the final quarter's massive there too, and look, it comes from a free. We'll take it. You know, we've been having some nice kicks inside 50 and some good areas to get a goal, putting ourselves in good spots for shots at goal missing, so we'll take that. Lovely snap from Heaney's, but game changer. Quite simply game changer in a game where no one's been able to score. He's kicked 2 goals in the second half. Ball back in the middle here. Bounces off Grundy's head. Heaney gets the hands. McInerney to Gould, and good running there as sort of that defensive layer. And now to Jordan, out here to Rampy. Oh, geez, ugly kick. Turnover. Burton intercept mark. 6 goals, 16 plays, 4 goals, 6. And now they change the angles with a kick. That's a nice one here to Drew, and now to Liddy. He's done some alright things, Liddy. He just seems to be that link-up guy in the middle of the ground. And Burn-Jones hits 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐷𝐼 on a short lead. Just the 1 goal for 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐷𝐼 this afternoon. Could he have a big final term? Oh, fucking Co's crashing, for Christ's sake. Oh, God. Bear with me, lads. There we go. Mitch 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐷𝐼 going to go here. Bit hit and miss with the set shots last week. Can he kick his second? Looking like it'll land short. And actually doesn't land short. Just goes through for a minor score. 4 goals, 8 for Port. So let's remember, Port haven't really been too great at the goal kicking either. Anyway, kicking a space here for 𝐵ICE. Lovely stuff. Was that a set play? The kick could have been better, though, for McInerney. He could have kept on running there, 𝐵ICE. Oh, shite kick. Geez, Burton's done that all afternoon. Picked off from Rampy. Any played on to not count as a set shot. Yeah, there you go, Kai. So it's still that awful 1 goal 8 number from set shots this afternoon. Rampy down the line. 𝐵ICE from the side. That'll do. Gain some territory ball in. It's hard to say, Isaiah, because it really drops a player's value and their development in a way when they've had such an exciting campaign last year and they've missed, 15 weeks. I don't even know when he's going to be back. So, look, I know he's done training and stuff, but geez, I'm interested to see how he'll go. Apparently, he's back training at the Dogs. So, there you go, Grundy. There you go, beautiful running. Gives a hands to 𝐵ICE. Clever. He finds Will Hayward. This is perfect. This is what we've been saying with 𝐵ICE. He comes on and impacts as the sub like he did against Brisbane. And could have a chance to get a goal assist here, or a point assist, or a score assist. Come on, Wilbur, let's get a goal here. Put this game to bed. Well, Hayward. Good kick. You'd think that'd bend a bit, to be honest, because it was a snap, but it really just held the line. 2 in a row. Game now. Out to 27 points. And this is what should have really been the margin, and a lot bigger for most of this afternoon. I get a set shot here. He's done it again. We've learnt off our mistakes at least, Kai. Don't kick from a set shot. But that's big from Grundy. I mean, he's just been so important as that extra midfielder for us this year. He can have his clangers here and there. But he's been brilliant again. Hit out into space for McInerney. But then he gets his own crumb because he fumbles. It's just... When he's gone, Grundy, I think we're going to miss how good he's been for us. I know he's been cooked at times, but he's just been, again, huge this afternoon. Playing a young ruck, to be honest, but that's a big play there from Grundy. See, that work's been really good this afternoon. Could be game over. Yeah, I mean, the game's now. Look, first 2, could that suck a bit of the gumption out of Port? Who knows? And again, Grundy, big in the ruck, hitting the space. Can Rowbottom go and gets? Rosie wins out on that. Good tackle there from Rowbottom on Liddy. It's a good name, Liddy. Ball up here. Good tackle from Gilden. Doesn't allow Mead to get that ball out. Grundy slaps it out. Rowbottom. Good stuff on the inside of Heaney. Now here to Gilden. Stabbing ball's a nice one. He finds Campbell. And we'll just go back here. I'll do to 𝐵LAKE. McInerney now. Now back here to the Liz. Oh, not a great kick there. I don't know what Blakey was thinking in that short option when there was a man on Gouldin. Lenny now just dribbles a kick into space. McInerney. Good tackle, Jazzy. But they've got the spare man, Rioli. Clever corridor kick finds Rosie. Oh, bloody hell, he's fumbled Rosie, but now goes deep to 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐼. We've got the numbers here. There we go. Touchdown, well done. Jeez, he's limping a bit, Tommy. I think he's okay. So, Blakey now. Yeah, it's not a game over yet, Banger, but you could be right, mate. But no, I think we've done a lot right this afternoon. Let's remember, Port have been in good form the last two games. They've looked very good. So, this has been apart from the goal kicking, I think pretty impressive with how we've sort of stifled their ball movement this afternoon and looked good on the inside. Grundy having a huge game. Great mark from Brodie. Against 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 as well. He's been very good in the air now. Matty Roberts chips it out wide here. And we could open the angles with this. Callum Mills has time and space. Takes a bounce. Can give the hands, but he wants to go by foot instead to the lead of the Pap. Oh, brilliant overhead. Good mark. Beautifully done. Let's go for goal here. Oh, Papley short ball. Ah, no good. Oh, good. All right, this could kill us because, yeah, geez, we're trying to set up a bit now. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵's on the loose. Deep kick. Well done, 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Did it legally. Big win. And now McCartan. Oh, dear. No, no good. All right, well, 450 stoppage here for Port. Well, we should have been having a shot at goal. Christ almighty. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a free for all. To be honest, we only got, sort of pushed off 𝐓𝐶 about around this range, so. Good tackle there, Roberts, ball in. Oh, no one wanted to pick it up. Liddy now. That kick smothered from Roberts. Umpire's ball. 26 points, 12-12 to play. Swans have been leading all afternoon with 7 goals, 16. How good. Finlayson gets the hit out there first the quarter. 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐼 picks it off, gets it out of there. Almost with the one paw by. Gouldin, good attack on the 40. Wins the stoppage. Ball up. This next game, Pies versus the Saints. Well, now the Saints will go. Will they shock us? They might. But you think the Pies will win well? Good hands. Now Port can go. 𝐵𝐿𝐵. Surely finds a chipping ball. He does. No good. Not a good kick there for 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐼. McCartan picks it off. Gives it now to Blakey. Now to 𝐿𝐼𝐼𝐼. He's got short. Grundy, good lead. So now we can gain some territory here through Grundy. Now to Roberts. Been better up the ground, Matty Roberts. I agree, sometimes he's looked a bit panicked with ball in hand and can have some hack kicks, but overall I think he's been good, fairly good off the intercept this season. But with Mills back in, I think he complements on the wing a lot better, Roberts. Anyway, work the hands here, horseshoe away around. Chance now for Obon to find a target. Chips the ball for Joel. Too strong there against Josh Sid. He's been getting beat in the air quite a bit this afternoon, Sid. Now Marty could centre the ball. Oh, all alone. Oh, Hayward. Oh, play on. Not 15 somehow. I thought that was. Hands over the top to Errol. Let's have a good kick here, son. Gouldin now. Around the corner. High ball up. Where the Crummers. Almost Roberts out of all that. 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐼 now. Can he get the hands out? Umpire's ball. 10:26 to play. Ball forward 50 stoppage. 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐿. Bergman. Out wide. 𝘼𝐵𝐿𝐿. Good running here from 𝐴𝐵𝐿. Oh, clever. Oh no, Rosie's dropped the mark. Twisting, turning, trying to keep it in. Goulding, good tackle. Well done. Well done. Live on this pressure all afternoon. Well, most of the afternoon. Grundy's second most marks. And he's gone that around that ground really well. Few contested as well. Not good hands. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 McInerney trying to get those hands out. Jordan flicks out. That's well done. Row bottom. Gets it out here to 𝐷𝐿𝐴. Now to 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐿. Oh, beautifully done. Good run and good hit up. Geez, our kicking inside 50 has actually been really good. Hasn't really reflected the scoreboard too well. And Marty now can go back. So Marty now. Can he go here, Joel? Come on, for your first. Oh, my God. Oh. This has been a very interesting game to watch, eh? Fucking hell. Still time for Port. Keeping the door open ajar, I guess, but time is ticking for the pair. Now wide here. Oh, well done, Hayward. Oh, just couldn't wrap up the tackle, though. Jones now doesn't really have much up ahead. He's just hesitating. And now to Bergman. No good. See, like we've set up really well here. Most of this afternoon we've been doing this. Rampy now picks it off. Rampy down the line. Burton from a few deep. And this one will go out. Ball in here, 450 stoppage. Ball in it. I felt very safe every time he's had a set shot. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. A clean kick smothered. Drew just extracts out, not effective. Roberts around the corner is not preferred. Amani in a good spot. Holding free. Come on, Joel. Get the goal here, son. Get it here. There was a bit of holding there, to be fair, from 𝘼𝐿𝐴. You can see that slightly. And surely. Directly in front. Come on. This is, well, really, this is to win the game, to be honest. I don't really think Port can come back here. 8 minutes to play. Haven't really had much of a threat this quarter. It's been a strange game, this. Really strange. Yeah. Amadi, can he go? No fucking way. I actually can't. I fucking can't. You have got to be kidding me. This is unbelievable. He's kicked 9 goals straight here, let's remember, and now he's got 0 goals, 6. Oh my God. Spall, good lad, Roberts. He's done some good things this afternoon. All right, let's tackle here. Come on, Matty, wrap him. I can't quite. Torp now for Port. Oh, that's actually going to work. Bloody hell. Somebody out there fucking lucky charms this morning. Oh my God. It's all mental now for him. Deary me. Can't quite believe this. Finlayson, can he go? To get this to 21 points. Struck it fairly well, but it's going to land short. Tap through. What a score for Port. Christ, I know a long soak in the tub tonight. This has been a bit of an eyesore at times, but there's been a lot to like at the same time. Mills clears. Drew, good hands, but ball goes out.
Oh, God. Jeez, you'd be fuming if you put Amadi in your multi for a goal. 0 goals, 6. Unbelievable. 0 goals, 6. Good tackle from Grundy. And with that for repeat effort, gets the head out, gets the tackle. Well done. Rosie gets a kick forward. One on from Rose to keep it in front. Now 𝐴𝐵𝗶. The old hand pass into space. Picked off from Rampy though. Very well done. Heaney. Oh, geez. Hospital hand pass. Cutting him under the pump. Heaney now. Over the top. The Jazzy get the tap. Oh, well done. Jordan now by Shoe. Geez, that's a nice passage of play. McLean. It's good enough one-on-one. Hayward now. He's been big this second half, I feel. Wilbur. He can give the hands inboard. McLean. Give it a Gus. Oh, no. 50. Here we go. That's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since the time of dawn, we have beaten Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. Cue the party and cue the pom-poms, as Kenny Hinkley would have been doing if they won today. Let's get it out. Where's the Hinkster? There he is. He's got the pom-poms out. Have a look at him. No, I'm only joking. Don't want to take the mickey out of him in a loss. Game over. McLean goals. Strange game this has been. Really strange. I mean, Port have been awful. They're goal kicking too, to be fair. But, just been an eyesore to watch, to be honest, this afternoon. But look, I think the pressure's been very good. I think off the spread, we've been a lot better than Port with our skills. And, take this. But let's remember, Port were coming in this game in instant form. I think we've been really dominant this afternoon. We've looked a lot more connected as a team. That's been an issue in a lot of losses this year. A lot of big losses too. We're just lacking that connection and synergy. But, geez, it's good to have pretty much a full defence with Cunningham and Mills back there a bit too. And, Gordon back in the team. I thought he's done some good things this afternoon. We'll take this, though. Good win. Ugly win, but you take it. Margin is 32 points. Well, just what we needed. Grundy again. Jeez, he's been big. Good tackle. Umpire's ball. Probably best on for me. Brody running this afternoon. Round 2, 2015. Yeah, well. Completely different team back then. Free here to Port. Vicentini's ball. Gives the hands now to Burton. Jeez, the absence of Houston, though, for Port's really let them down, though. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼 marks. Yeah, no, fair enough, bud. Fair play, mate. Look, I know both teams will probably be struggling for the rest of the year, but yeah, hard one to tip. I think it really could have gone either way. I just didn't have the guts to tip us because we have a horrific record against Port at this venue. So there you go. I thought there was a delayed telecast for 7 on Saturday other games. Oh, sorry about that, no channel, mate. But no, it's been an ugly performance, but the Swans have done it. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼, can he get a goal late? No, he can't. That's across the face. Yeah, I mean, their goal kicking's been shot too. That's 4 goals, 10 now. Just been an ugly game of football all afternoon, really. Should have worn the bars. Blakey now to bring it back into play. Blakey gives the hands to Rampy. Roberts to Sheldrick. Back now to Roberts. Look, he's looked really neat this afternoon, Roberts. Credit to him. And I fucking turns it over as soon as I say that. I can't bloody give anybody credit at the minute. Chad, oh, here we go. Here we go. Arrogance time, baby. Over the top. Get it back. Give it to him, Brody. Deep kick. Campbell deserves a goal. He deserves a goal, Campbell. Good lad. It's been good up the ground to this afternoon, Brody Campbell. And now we're starting the onslaught. 4 minutes to play. Fat lady's about to start warming up her voice. Terrible game of football to watch anything other than seeing a mighty miss. Yeah, that would have been amusing for a lot of people, like myself too. Even I had to laugh at it. And Campbell jugs home.
Now, ninth. 9 goals 17 to 4 goals 10. Oh, it feels good to finally beat this team in the Adelaide Oval, though. I have a soft spot for Port, but, you know, it's just infuriating. Every bloody time we come here, we shit the bed. So it's good, I guess, sort of monkey off the back in a way, even in a season that won't really count much for success. But win's always better than feeling than a loss. Adelaide's been on the field since the first. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Yeah, I mean, as soon as we got that first goal, I felt we were on. You know, that was good pressure early on, and there you go. So 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝐞 getting a bit of work. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's got that shin guard in place with the ruck work. Hands from Rosie, very good. Horn Francis now been fairly quiet this fourth term, but that's a good kick. Finds Burn Jones. They can go back here. Can Burn Jones goal here to get the Bronx cheers from the home supporters? He sure can. Game now back to 31. Across the wing, glad to change the tip last minute. Yeah, I'm not really that mad. I tipped against us. It's a win-win situation, really. You tip the opposition, you get your tip right if they win. But if you don't, oh well, the team you go for wins. So, yeah, I just don't have the confidence. But I felt pretty confident heading in today we can make this a game and should really win. This is the strongest team we've fielded all year. And Port have their outs with Wines and 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 always fucking kills us every bloody time we play them. And yeah, you know, they've had Bergman play a little bit more of a defensive role this afternoon. You know, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 battled a bit. So yeah, his absence has been missed quite a bit. And even Josh Sinn's been caught out with marks inside 50 as well, too. So, yeah, no, I think our work inside 50 has been very good. It's just the goal kicking has been shocking. What a hit out. Was that from Grundy again? Farrell now gives the hands. 𝐕𝐶𝐼𝐶𝐼𝐷𝐸 to Butters. Flicks it now to 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 for another one here for Port. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 goes bang. Oh, bang. That's a good goal. Oh, Port getting some snags in junk time. Oh, but it's a satisfying feeling. Players back out in the park, looking like a fairly solidified team. Get the chocolates. Oh, smack forward, and yeah, Port just work the hands. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵's another one that fucking dominates against us too. I mean, what's his numbers? Yeah, fucking hell, 20 touches and a goal every time. Horn Francis, 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵, Petrarca. A few plays that we can never seem to bloody tackle. Jordan with the tackle, and he gets his own crumb. That's well done, Jordan. Fights for it well. Gets the clearance. 𝐼𝐷𝐸𝐿𝐴 picks it off though. Port Adelaide's we're in good form, but this is one that will be a bit of a stinger to drop. Ball up here, 2:09 to play. Heaney now gives the hands to Mills. Oh, clever. Beautiful composure. He's shown that all afternoon. Good hunt there from Chad. Ball up here. Minute 54 to play. Arjun, 25 points. Grundy flicks the hands over to Heaney. He's been good again this afternoon. Oh, he wants a third. No, he's going to center the ball to McLean again. Can't quite get there. Good ball there from Sin. Ball in. Yeah, as I've said with Heaney this year, he's just been fucking solid on the inside. Really good afternoon from him. Mills, Blanky, Heaney, Grundy. A few key players playing well this afternoon. Grundy can't quite get the hit down. Burgoyne. Nope. Someone else still has possession. Rosie now gives it. Oh, geez, 𝐓𝐡𝐞, what an absolute Maori kick that was. Now 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 clears the 50. Roberts in the hole. Good boy. But it'll be a hold, I think, against 𝐓𝐡𝐞 there for Richards. Now Liddy. Plays on. Good kick for 𝐵𝐿. Oh, McCart crunches him late. All right, let's not get any suspensions in this final minute, okay? Let's try not do that. Christ almighty. But it's been ugly, ladies and gentlemen, but we will definitely take a win against Port, a team that isn't a happy hunting ground and not a good venue for us, so happy with that. Ball in here. Actually, it wasn't even a free. Christ almighty, I thought it easily was. Heaney, Roberts. Been really a lot better this afternoon. I thought Roberts back from illness. Grundy, Jordan. Back to Chad. Down to McCart. Geez, working ourselves in a bit of trouble here, but there we go. Get the hands out. Grundy. Oh, jeez, he's running out of tarmac here. There we go. Get the kick now down the line. Amadi, almost a good mark. Burgoyne. Foul now by 𝐓𝐶. Oh, Rampy, clever. Roberts now. Chad can fly. Oh, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼, good mark. Liddy now. 15 seconds to play. And Bergman with a chance late. Ball from Rampy. He's been good this afternoon, Dane Rampy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Swannies will get up this afternoon by 25 points. It's been an ugly game of footy. 9-17. I've had to laugh all afternoon long to cure the pain. But it's been a rough year. But hey, I went against Port Adelaide Oval for the first time in 10 years. Oh, for guts, just end the fucking game. I get the job done, but Port will get a shot at goal here. Oh, hooray. Hooray. Any day, mate. Fucking hell, he's taking his time, young Joe Richards. Well, get the chocolates. Happy with that. Richards. There we go. Gets a goal late. Giving him the cheers. Good on them. But there we go. 7 goals 10, 52, 9 goals 17, 71. Yeah, just a strange game, that. Really strange. Look, I thought we had key players play really well. There's Kenny and 𝐸𝐶𝐞 having a chat. But yeah, nah. Good feeling. Finally beating Port Adelaide Oval. It's been over a year. Over 10 years, sorry, since it's happened. Yeah, look, I thought our contest and our ball movement really good this afternoon. Plus 16 inside 50s. Really dominated all afternoon long, to be honest. Plus 24 in the contested game where against its midfield where we always seem to struggle with. Good to see Gilden back out there. Thought he was clean this afternoon. So just him back in the team. Some nice kicks forward to centre out too. I thought best on ground easily, Grundy. Jeez, he's having a really good last 10 weeks or so now. He's been absolutely huge. 35 hitouts is always going to really dominate against, you know, a youngster of Vicentini who battled a bit. But again, just like his just him as that extra mid, huge. Heaney thought he was outstanding, 2 goals. And those are 2 key goals throughout that third and fourth quarter where there was an absolute stalemate. We couldn't buy a goal. Mills outstanding. His composure just so important for us. He started the game, set the tone well early on, didn't fluster, didn't panic. There was that great moment I loved in the first. We had a few shit hand passes, and then as soon as Mills got it, he just took that extra second longer to make his mind up. Give the good hands, and then we're out. I like Roberts' move to the wing. Just probably with now Mills back there, probably does suit him a little bit better. A lot more onus has been on Roberts this season to be the main distributor with a few players down in form like Blakey and Florin, etc. So he has struggled a bit, a few hack kicks there, but I think he's a bit better on the wing. Blakey junked it up a little bit, but
Yeah, no, I think he was able to roam free a little bit more, had that nice kick inside 50 and the goal. Nothing going well, wouldn't spoon down. A good win from the Swans. Yeah, definitely take it, mate. Definitely take it. Like 𝐓𝐿𝐷RIC's game, very good in the first half. 23 touches out in the end. Yeah, good on the inside. And there you go. 9 kicks, 12 hand passes. Like to see that. More hand passes than kicks for 𝐓𝐿𝐷RIC. Johnny Warner. Yeah, 17 touches. I thought by when he had the ball, he was a lot more effective, unlike his last few games. Papley had 16 touches. Look, he presented well. He had some nice marks. He was buzzing around, just couldn't buy a goal. I thought Hayward was very good this afternoon too. Kicked the 3 goals. Big in that second half has just been that outlet in our forward 50. So yeah, a lot to like. I know it was pathetically ugly and an eyesore to watch, but we did a lot right. Thought we stifled Port's ball movement well. The pressure was great. And yeah, just cleaner and tougher on the inside. So we got up in the end by 20. No, sorry, in the end by only 19. Should have been a lot more, to be honest. But yeah, look, Dogs next Friday night. Let's see how we go, eh? At the SCG, Port have got the Blues off a horrific loss. So yeah, 3-2-1. I'll go Grundy 3, Heaney 2, and Mills 1. Really, I think that's pretty clear, to be honest. So. Yeah, happy with the win. Finally, get a win over Port at the Adelaide Oval. Monkey off the back, I guess, in a way. Yeah, geez, laughable goal kicking it was this afternoon, but we'll take the win. Interesting game. I think we'll have a few beverages to soak, to forget that one, probably the poacher. Stuff the average in the second half last quarter. Should have won by 60. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no worries, Brad. Take care, mate. I don't think we'll get smashed. We have a good history against the Pies. Yeah, I think the Saints can shock a few people. We'll still expect the Pies to win, though. Who do you think will win tonight? I think, yeah, it's hard to go against the Pies. But yeah, reasonable chance. Wouldn't spoon down for the Saints to stir something up. You know, North got within them and then they crushed and burned. So let's see what happens, eh? Thanks for tuning in, lads. Finally. Yeah, geez, it's just... We always shit the bed when we come to Adelaide Oval and take on Port, but we get the win. Good on the inside. Look, I thought our delivery inside 50 was actually really good this afternoon, but, geez, dearie me, there was some shocking goal kicking, but, take the win. Take the win against a bit of a bogey team. So thanks for tuning in, lads. Have a good rest of your weekend, and, yeah, take care.